the Southern States Bank. Great service comes naturally. Visit us today or check us out at southernstatesbank.net. Southern States Bank, your community, your bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 410611.
Wishbone Fried Chicken is back in a brand new location, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newnan. Same great taste, the best chicken around. Fish dinners, open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken, right next door to the former location, bringing you the best chicken around. So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street here in Newnan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Louis Boynton, and I'm a counselor that works here in the Metro Atlanta area. I'm offering my services as a counselor. Contact me if you need my services at my website, www.flourish2live.org, or you can reach me at my number, 470-215-0167. If you're in need of counseling services, please reach out. We can do in-person and online services are available.
Hello, this is Perry Johnson's 2 cents on the economy today. Are we headed for a credit crisis in office buildings? It's very interesting to note that we have somewhere between $80 and $280 billion of credit that will have to go out to have office buildings refinanced next year. That's a huge amount of money because they were financed at very, very low rates.
Good morning, Little Z. How you doing?
Pay very high rates.
Patriot.
We have to keep in mind.
Martin. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls.
40% of all the loans of regional banks are for these types of loans.
Sports talk, and we got a lot of other news to get into from over the weekend.
2 cents with Perry Johnson, 2cents.com. I've enjoyed my
Arnold here from Cali to Force. Cali to Force is Newman's own addiction recovery support center. We exist to provide recovery support services.
The only good people. Good morning. What's up, Creepy Confidential? Early morning for you this AM. Always is. From 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern every morning. It's afternoon in London there for Little Z. Is Matt on with us? Good morning, Matt. Hope I didn't miss him.
Are you looking for a reliable dental practice that not only cares about your teeth, but is friendly to work with? How about one that offers great deals and new patient promotions? Well, your search is over. Most Valuable Smiles in downtown Eatonton, Georgia is committed to giving you the biggest and brightest smile. Right now, get a $99 new patient special, including x-rays and exam. Maybe you're looking for veneers. Most Valuable Smiles veneer special includes 1 free veneer with every 5 purchased. Or get that bright white smile you've always wanted by taking advantage of an exclusive $100.
Get to have a good discussion today with someone. Well, hopefully we'll be coming back. Wants to be part of the guys. Chili dogs are the best, but I don't eat hot dogs now since they said it's 2% human DNA. Gonna have to figure out how to make deer and squirrel hot dogs. You can make deer and squirrel hot dogs. You should be able to. There should be a way to make, and I guess you would make it into sausage too. You can make them into sausage. There should be a machine you can get.
The views and opinions of this show and program are not the views and opinions of this station, its management, or its clientele. This is your radio show, where I play all Vital 45s. You're listening to WQEE 99.1 FM, Newnan, Georgia.
There you go. Welcome back in. RyanORadio Penitentiary is kicking it off. That's right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. If I don't see you again, a good night. We go inside the coach's corner here momentarily to kick off the Monday edition We got 3 periods of nonstop play, sports, entertainment, and more. I will get into it a little later on. Stay with us. It's RyanORadio, Penitentiary. I'm your host with the most, the one, the only Neal, and of course, yes, I am the game, whether they like it or not. 78,000 plus of you tell me that every day on the Shoutcast Shout It Out Loud. Across the RyanORadio media page, it gets out on 25 different platforms, including iHeartRadio and Amazon Prime. We're across the British Columbia Isles of Canada, Finally, of course, across Earth Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, and the Navajo Nation. Real radio and internet radio out there, 25 radio stations included there. Oh, yeah, that's internet and real on the Navajo Nation, and we thank them for that. We're across 99.1 FM, WQEE The Key, in Atlanta, Metro Atlanta. It is the home of inspirational talk, news, and sports. We're also, ladies and gentlemen, across WZEV 90.5 FM in Lineville, Alabama. We're on the YouTube page, so like, subscribe, and share. And to my haters, I got one thing to say to you. Yes, I am the man around here, whether they like it or not, because I tell it like it is. I don't tell you what you want to hear. Straight edge, independent skeptic. That's right, straight edge, no drugs, no alcohol, no nothing. Mine is 100% unfoggy. Independent means I'm down the middle. I look at everything from all sides. And skeptic means he's got to be proven to me. The only thing that has is that Bible. Good morning. My name is Mud is joining us. Woo, woo, woo. What's up? My name is Mud. My name is Mud. Love it. Love it. My name is Mud. That's a great one. The Patriots on with us as always. Why did you say to the haters, I'm the man, so they'll know I'm the man, Patriot? Also, good morning to Martin and our elder statesman all the way out in Washington State. Patriots on with us up in the mountains in Virginia. Also, Matt is on with us. Little Z, it's good afternoon to her because she is in London. And Creepy Confidential is on with us early morning hours there too. So there you go. That's what I guess. I didn't hear it. I guess, there you go. That's what I say to them. I'm the man around here, whether they like it or not. Triple H says, I'm the man around. What's up, Randall? What's up, brother? He says, good morning. Chicago-style dogs are my favorite. No ketchup. All right, before we get into our news, sports, and all that good stuff, get you a weekend full of what happened on AEW, the BCC turning on Daniel Bryan and Bryan Danielson or whatever. There you go. I got to give you this. Which of these hot dog toppings are the best? Chili getting 43% of the votes right now. BLT, bacon, lettuce, and tomato. They've been made that way. 14% of the votes. Coleslaw. What? Nobody likes coleslaw? I like coleslaw and cheese and chili on my hot dogs with mustard. Also, 43% for other and Chicago style. I like them too. Anything but onions for me. I'm sorry, but I'm not a big onion guy. So anything but onions is good on there. I'll throw some jalapenos on it. You know, a real good hot dog. You know, sausage and everything. And Patriots got a machine to make sausage. You know, so you just make it into sausage, throw it on a gigantic bun, and there's your version of a hot dog, bro. There you go. Coleslaw on a burger. Yes, I've had that before. Never had it on a dog. Really? Never had it on a hot dog? Wow. I like chili on burgers. I like to do all that, too. Chili and coleslaw, that all sounds good. Yeah. I'm getting hungry now. Yep, you love onions. I hear you, Martin. I'm not a guy that's into the onions, sorry. But, hey, throw them all over. That's good. That's more onions for you. I always tell everybody when I say I don't like them, and they say, you don't like them, I love them. I'm great. That's more for you. And they go, wait a minute. Good deal, Ryan. Yep. There you go. All right. We're going to be jumping into, yes, chili onions for me, Martin, my favorite, and a bit of cheese. Ooh, love some cheese. Everything but the onions for me. But guys, it's all good. It's all good. Everybody likes different things. It's all good. This morning, we are going to talk about an armed and dangerous man on the run after 5 were hurt in a shooting in I-75 in Kentucky. Filipino megachurch founder and fugitive from the U.S. authorities have been arrested. We'll talk about that. Also, we'll talk about 2 Utah students who at a high school football game wore blackface. We'll get into that this morning. And we'll get ready for a couple other major news, Monday news, including how the NFL did over the weekend. I think it was a pretty good tie between me and Richard. We'll have that tomorrow. I'll give him a rundown, and we'll go over week 2 tomorrow, week 1, week 2 with him in period number 2. Also, we got movie reviews. Who's hit the top spot? Did Deadpool keep it number 1? Deadpool and Wolverine. We'll see if Beetlejuice took the number 1 spot over the weekend, or I should say Beetlejuice. Everybody's loving it. Got to go check it out myself. So there you go. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Weird Wednesday. I think we've got Sally Toole will be joining us this Wednesday. We'll travel around the state and around the country with her with some of the most historic places and touch a little unusual and unknown and weird with them. Also on Thursday, we'll have our good friend Elizabeth Sars, the author of the Birthday Bash. She's going to be talking about another unsolved homicide in small town USA. I think it's going to have to do with Peach County, Georgia. We'll see. We'll get into that, or someone associated with that over there. We'll get into that on Thursday. So that's True Crime Thursday. And Friday is Fake News Friday, and we'll play the game. So that's all we got. All right. Can't believe the Seahawks won a game. Can you? Really? I know, right? Let's see. Do I got them wrote down here, Vinny? Yep, they won. They beat the Broncos, man. We picked them too. Can you believe it? I can't believe they won either. But hey, I need some coffee. I can't type right now. Get some coffee. Get ready. We're gonna have we've got a good interview coming up when this side of the Coach's Corner. We'll talk about a now 2-1 on the season landmark Christian War Eagle football team in high school football in Georgia coming up after the break. We'll get into that with him about their big game against South Atlanta this Friday at home. SSA got hacked again on Friday. What's new with that? They're going to keep doing that, Rendell. But don't tell nobody I said that. They might come get us. All right, back in a moment. Stay with us. Which of these hot dog toppings are the best? Chili, 38%, 12% the BLT, 50% for any other, and coleslaw is just out there chilling with nothing. Social Security Administration is what he said. There you go. We gotta look out for all that stuff. But we'll get into some real news in the final period. In the final 2 periods this morning, we'll talk about some stuff that's going on with blackface in Utah, a man on the run for shooting. We'll give you more updates on what happened Friday in court for the 14-year-old and his father who were charged. Well, 14-year-old, I think, is going to probably get sent to a mental hospital. Guys, mental evaluation. We'll talk more about that. Plus, we'll have some stuff getting ready for this week. Wednesday is going to be my 9/11 show, and we're dedicating it to 9/11. So got a lot in store for you. Back in a moment.
Smackdown for you. Today is going to be sunny with a high near 84. East northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour.
I know that's right, Patriot.
Headed into Tuesday, except for a few afternoon clouds, it's going to be mainly sunny. East winds around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Cloudy for your Tuesday night. Low near 63.
I hope you get your check too, Martin.
Showers on Wednesday with east winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. High near 79. 60% chance of showers making its way in here on Wednesday night. Cloudy with occasional showers. East winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Low near 66. That's your active weather forecast, sponsored by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Michael, the good things terminate. And label Smackdown for you at 34 Jefferson Street in Newton.
Looking for the right bank to be your partner? Experience the difference at Southern States Bank. At Southern States Bank, we're not just your bankers, we're your partners. We're rooted in the community. We take pride in providing personalized service. Come to Southern States Bank. Great service comes naturally.
I hope not, Randall.
Southern States Bank, your community, your bank. Financing member, member FDIC. MLS number 410611.
And moving cloud, local matters. Local.
Well, I see.
Cloud takes pride in serving the Newton and East Street City communities and supporting Calhoun County charities that are big. For the fastest local internet, call
Give him a minute.
683-1931 and get up to 100 megs of speed for $29.99 a month. Lock in this price, save for the whole year. It's a great value that locals love.
You're walking, shopping, or on your favorite trail. You get that feeling somebody's coming up on
I know that's right, Patriot.
What do you do to be prepared in today's world? Hi, I'm Holly Roos. I'm the founder of Warrior Defenders. As a certified tactical self-defense instructor, I'm specializing in women's self-defense. All women of all ages have the ability to learn how to defend themselves effectively. With technical drills to build their survival skills.
Of course it's going to freeze up. Go on a different page and it's still going to freeze up. What's up, Bolly? Good morning to you.
Learn today to have a safer tomorrow. Warrior Defenders.
Ah, that's what you like. Okay. I hear you, brother. Of course, I get it on a different page and it's going to freeze up. It's just the internet we got. They're striking us down. Thank God I've got the on-air stuff.
Hey, this is Pastor Terrell Stein back home on Sunday, 11 a.m. and Tuesday at 11 a.m. bringing the Word of God to bring transformation, hope, and deliverance to your life. God loves you, cares about you, and wants to instruct and guide you in His Word. So I can tell you, Sunday at 11 a.m. and Tuesday at 11 a.m. Tune in so your life can be radically changed forever because God's love and care.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bruce Boynton. I'm a clinical psychologist here.
He must be, something must be up. Coach is not answering. Oh, yes. Coleslaw, you're asking, Mark. Yeah.
Mike, we just got the Artesian. It's like having a full bar in our home.
Sounds amazing.
It is. With Artesian, everything you need is in these little capsules. Bitters, real fruit juices. Then all you do is add your choice of liquor, and you got the perfect cocktail in under 30 seconds.
I guess we won't. Going into the coach's corner.
Save $50 on the Bartesian cocktail maker. Only at bartesian.com/cocktail. That's BARTES.
You got to give him one more shot.
Today is National Do Something Delicious for Yourself Day. Actually, I just made that up, but you really can't forget to celebrate you. So McDonald's is making it easier to give yourself a little pat on the back. Right now, treat yourself to any size soft drink or Southern style sweet tea for just $1. Only available on the McDonald's app. It's like giving yourself a high five while also holding a nice cold drink. There are drinks. There are drinks from McDonald's.
What's up, brother?
Hey, Coach.
How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Doing good, doing good.
All right. Well,
You able to get in before quarter two?
I hope. Yeah, I think we should.
Okay, all right, check. Have a good weekend?
I had a great weekend. How about you?
Yeah, it was a great weekend. Thank you.
Get to see the first weekend of the NFL, get some college games in, and get prepared for this week. So I know you had a good weekend.
Amen. No, it was good. disappointed in the other War Eagles.
Oh yeah, me too. I was.
What happened there?
They didn't show up to play.
That's saying something, man. I definitely feel for those coaches, man. It's sometimes coaching young people tough. You never know what you're going to get.
It is. I know. I understand. I know you do too. All right, we're getting ready to go on. We'll talk a little college sports too and stuff if we got time. So here we go.
All right, thank you.
Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. About 26 minutes past the hour. I think it's 60 degrees, 69 degrees is what that temperature's telling me here. Anyway, your time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. We're going inside the coach's corner this morning, as always, to kick off the Monday show with our favorite head football coach from the landmark Christian War Eagles. Please welcome the one, the only, Coach Tommy Lewis. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning, Ryan. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about yourself on this Monday?
Doing fantastic. Thank you. TGIM. Thank God it's Monday.
That's right. Exactly. Thank God it's Monday. Well, it's the Monday and it's the week of your guys is heading back back to the field. You're back on the gridiron this week after taking a well-deserved week off with a 2-1 record this season for the landmark Christian War Eagles. We're so excited about the big wins you guys have. As we talked last week on Wednesday about the game on Thursday week before with Towers. Now I want to focus a little bit more on this upcoming week against South Atlanta.
Yeah, well, South Atlanta is a terrific opponent. Actually, it's a team we lost to in the playoffs 2 seasons ago. And so we certainly have our work cut out for us. And but the guys looking forward to the challenge, like they always do. They stepped up against Towers, and we need to be able to do the same with a great week of preparation, get ready for South Atlanta.
Now, South Atlanta, this game's going to be at home, correct?
Yes, we play at home. We got South Atlanta at home this Friday, 7 p.m. kickoff.
Excited about that. What are you guys preparing this week? What are you working on this week? Because we know that you're going to continue to improve upon what you are doing well, but what are you improving upon that is a little, out there that you need to get it back in straight and narrow?
Yeah, we can never. I don't know that we'll ever, or any football team for that matter, ever block and tackle as well enough.
Right.
We'll continue to work on those things. Want to get better in both those areas. Execution on offense, our timing needs to continue to improve with our overall execution. We really haven't hit on all cylinders on offense yet, and so we have plenty of room for improvement there. I know we have the ability on that side of the ball, but to be quite frank with you, we really haven't pulled our weight, so to speak, on that side of the ball.
Right.
Even against Towers, which was a great team win, we had a special teams touchdown and a defensive touchdown. And never, don't misunderstand me. I'm not complaining about those things. Want to be great in all phases, but
right.
I feel like we can certainly improve on the offensive side of the ball with our execution, with our blocking assignments, and even in the passing game, running cleaner, crisper routes, and those kinds of things. Defensively, we are playing well. We need to do better, I guess, on the defense side of the ball. We need to do better coming out of the shoot, right at the beginning of the game, because we have yet to really show up in the first quarter the way we played the second through fourth quarter. So,
right.
I think maybe a quicker start defensively would certainly serve us well.
I definitely see that. And Coach, what are you guys expecting on offense and defense this week from South Atlanta?
They're a spread team.
Mm-hmm.
We expect to see those spread concepts and how they do there.
Okay.
So that so it's not like starting from scratch in terms of preparation on the defensive side. Coach Dawson, our defensive coordinator, and our defensive coach have done a great job. Our first few weeks of the season, getting our guys ready. So I suspect we'll be ready again, well prepared going into this game. They do a lot of spread, outside zone, inside zone. They have a very good quarterback. It's a dual threat guy. He can get the ball downfield and he can tuck it and run it. So we'll have to do a great job of containing him. And then, defensively, our offense is ready for their defense. They've shown a number of different looks on the back end, so we're not real sure what we're going to see defensively in the backfield. But
Okay.
they're basically a four-man front. They've been a four-man front just about every game we have on video. So so expect a four-man front. They played a five-man box. They played an eight-man box. So it really is a little bit up in the air. And I think that part is dictated by what they decide to do on the defensive backfield. We've seen zero coverage, which is man-to-man across the board. We've seen man-free. We've also seen cover 2 and cover 4. So really not sure what we're going to see there, so we have to prepare for all of those different looks. But we're excited about that challenge. And then special teams, we really feel like we have an advantage there. Their kicking game is not as strong as I'm sure that as they'd like it, but we have a very, very good kicker and punter in senior Jackson Bellotti, so we really feel like that'll give us an advantage. Again, as long as we execute, as long as we do what we're supposed to do and execute the way we have these last few games, the special teams phase should definitely play in our favor, and we got to get out there and do it.
Definitely so. Well, Coach, it's great to talk about this, getting ready for some football action on Friday night. I know you got to check out the first week of official NFL this weekend, also some college football games. You told me this off the air. A little disappointed with the other War Eagles as Auburn Tigers didn't do so well this weekend. So two of the teams I was pulling for this weekend, Auburn and the Falcons, both lost. It was a big, big heartbreak for Auburn for me this past Saturday. Your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, I was really disappointed. I really thought they'd show the boys from the West Coast, what SEC football was all about. That kind of backfired. California came in and had a good game plan, and like we're talking about our own game and our own game. A lot of times it just comes down to execution and blocking and tackling. I certainly think that Auburn had the talent to win that game. Just did not execute the way they're capable of. And so, of course, that's what did Herman would say? That's why you play the game.
Yep.
And you play because you never know who's going to win. Anybody can beat anybody on a given game day. And Cal came in and did that. As far as the Falcons loss, I can't help but be proud of my boy Mike Tomlin. I'm a pseudo Steelers fan.
Of course, I know.
Lived right outside of Pittsburgh for a year when I was growing up. Can't really claim them as my team, but ever since Mike Tomlin got there as the head football coach, I've always pulled for him. He's a fellow William & Mary grad.
Right.
I was a freshman when I was a fifth-year senior, and I got to coach him a little bit when I was a grad assistant coach. And,
awesome.
And so always pulling for Mike and the Steelers, and so I got to admit I was not disappointed that they came into Mercedes-Benz and took care of business. I still think the Falcons are a good football team and still have an opportunity to really have a solid season.
Right.
Obviously, they're going to have to do a little bit more on the offensive side of the ball than they did
this past weekend for sure.
On Sunday. And then the other thing I would say is,
Yeah, I know.
Which again shouldn't beat you necessarily, but at the same time, if they could firm up the defense a little earlier in drive, they certainly would give their offense a better chance to give their team a better chance to win. I say the same thing for the Steelers. The Steelers played solid defense, but
Right.
their offense they got to get more touchdowns than field goals. So
That's it.
hopefully they get that ironed out. But and cash in what they do get in the red zone. But overall, solid defensive team played by both teams, but Steelers came out on top.
There you go. Well, Coach, it's great to have you here. Of course, talking a little football in action and getting ready for South Atlanta tonight. Not tonight, but this coming up Friday night, 7 p.m. Be there. And guys, South Atlanta is going to travel, so we want to get out and support our landmark Christian War Eagles this coming up Friday night. Coach, before we let you go, I know you got to get to it. You got class to get started. Anything else you'd like to add before we let you get out of here?
Tour open house tomorrow here on campus. So if anybody's interested in Landmark for the next semester, next school year, we'd love to have call our admissions office and sign up for a tour. And then of course we love you folks here at WQEE. Don't have us on.
Thank you. All right, guys, that's been Coach Tommy Lewis on Inside the Coach's Corner from our favorite football team in Fairburn, the Landmark Christian War Eagle. Back in a moment. All right, Coach, thank you.
All right, Ryan, really appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
All right, we'll talk to you next week.
Yep, hopefully after it's done.
There you go, yes.
Have a great week, Ryan. Appreciate you, brother.
You too.
All right, man.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Wait a minute. You were right, Randall. Yeah, they do suck. What's up, DYL? That's awesome that your rent's only $500 a month, Martin. That's old school rent there, brother. We're going to keep praying for everybody for sure. We love you guys. Didn't even get to ask the coach about his favorite hot dog topping.
And newly, wow, local matters. Local keeps our families and businesses thriving. Wow takes pride in serving the Newton and East Street City communities and supporting Calhoun County charities and events. For the fastest local internet, call 770-683-1931 and get up to 100 megs of speed for $29.99 a month. Locking this price, save for the
1/3 of his monthly income. What? Really? Damn.
Are you looking for a dog trainer with positive reinforcement?
We need to be getting our veterans and our farmers and our elder statesmen need to be being taken care of.
Check out Pits and Pals on their Facebook.
I'm all for that. That's something else I want to hear about tomorrow night, but
is an AKC certified evaluator and Victoria Stone.
you're writing down. That's what.
Check out Pits and Pals Facebook for more information.
Dang, dude.
Rosemary wants to remind you to adopt, don't shop, save a life.
Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that, Patriot. Dang.
Brings clarity to your soul.
Proverbs 9, 10, 11.
Healing through our compassionate practitioners, services, classes, and wisdom, plus the tools to support you in our retail space.
Good deal. I'll put that in there here. Appreciate it.
businesses throughout the area. The best advertising rates. Start your subscription today at epaper.wilcoxnewspaper.com or 334-864-8885. Sun News, Lafayette, and Chambers County, Alabama's only local news.
Cowboy Force. Cowboy Force is Newman's own addiction recovery support center. We exist to provide recovery support services for individuals and family members who have been impacted by addiction. Our services are no cost, and all of our information is available on our website at www.cowboyforce.com. carrierforce.org or follow us on Facebook.
Superior Gas Inland
I just gotta keep making money. I start losing stuff if I make less than 100. Yeah, but wow, shouldn't have to just keep doing that. My mortgage and insurance wipes out my VA pay. I don't know how people do it without two incomes. I know, right? They don't. They barely do, DYL. They barely do. What's up, Agent 36? Any tricks you got that we can use to get more money back from on our taxes? My brothers in here and sisters in here need more money. Your wife wipes out your VA. Women. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. This is a TGIM Major News Monday. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're going to talk about 3 Israel border guards murdered at the West Bank and Jordan crossing. Also, we're going to talk about a Filipino mega church preacher, guys, that's been arrested because he was a fugitive on the run. And we'll get you some more news there with an armed and dangerous man on the run that did a shooting of 5 people on I-75 in Kentucky. Plus, 2 Utah students wore blackface at a football game on Friday. But we'll get into all that and more this morning on this edition of RyanORadio Penitentiary on Major News Monday. We're going to pray for our wonderful people in here. I don't know any tricks to get money back. Come on, Agent 36. I know you do. We'll get our morning devotion coming from Randy in just a few moments. We'll do that as he sent that over to us. Just want to give you a quick runner up to the games today. I've got 8 games picked in the NFL for this week, 9 with Richard, and tonight's game between the 49ers and the Jets is Monday Night Football on ESPN. Guys, I guess I'm going to start looking into how to get a lot of this programming on the radio, college football and NFL football, because it seems like you're getting blacked out everywhere. People are not getting to see things. They're going to charge you way too much on the YouTube. So we're going to go back to the old school of radio things where you can listen to these games on the radio. I've already been talking to some of these people. And this past weekend, people were not very happy. Georgia fans were not very happy that some of them didn't get to see that game this past weekend. But anyway, we'll talk more about that. And we want to thank Hometown Sports Media for providing us the game between Central and, of course, Villa Rica. As Central beat Villa Rica 43-38 on Friday night right here on the network. We want to thank them for being a part of it. And we will have Heard County Braves this week, I think, against Central. Is it Central? I think Central takes on Heard County Braves this week on the network. And, guys, get ready for that. Start at 5 p.m. on Fridays. So there you go. They're taking over from 5 to midnight right here on the network, and we thank our friends. Also, guys, we're getting into hockey season and more college football season and stuff. We got a lot of other stuff for the weekends. Just want to get you that. And tomorrow we'll give you a couple updates on the main games that with Friday Night Lights Scoreboard with Richard Holdridge. Plus, me and him are going to do our picks to hit again, and I'm going to talk to him about Auburn and Georgia and everybody over the weekend. Wow. Oh. What a weekend it was. Just went ahead and drop this in for a little ending, 15 minutes away from the top of the hour. I think we're holding about 69 degrees is what Mr. Weatherman is telling me. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Michael and the crew can exterminate and lay the smackdown for you. Best investment hack, Agent 36 is jury. All right, guys. I want to drop this in here for All Out from over the weekend. AEW's All Out program. I want to get you a couple of things set up there so that you know what is going on. 64 is what it is, actually. Wow, not 69. 69 is actually is what it was yesterday. So now I'm getting it right here. 65 degrees here in the Noonan area. There you go. Strong gusty winds beginning at 11 a.m. today. Rain is in the forecast later. High near will be the 70s and 80s today. So there you go. by noon today, we're at 78 degrees. So there you go. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control again. A couple of things we're going to talk about. All Out this weekend had the Acclaim in the pre-show beat with Daddy Ass beat the Iron Savages. Snoozer. Hologram, Sammy Guevara, and Dustin Rhodes, the tag team champions, where ROH defend the Premier Athletes, defeat them. Another snoozer. What are they doing with Sammy Guevara? He was big time. Now he's nothing, and Dustin Rhodes is on the pre-show. Bang Bang Gang defeated Dark Order. Don't know why they were fighting, but whatever. House of Light, House of Black, House of Light. House of Black wasn't even there. Also, the Undisputed Kingdom defeated two other teams, Top Flight and Action Andretti, and then Shane Taylor's Promotions. Show kicked off with a boring match between MJF and Daniel Garcia. Of course, MJF won. They put him down the card. Why? Because dude has to drop F-bombs and S-bombs and thinks that's what you can do. No, you got to learn how to be on television. Come on, learn your mouth, MJF. You're a big star. Why are you wrestling Daniel Garcia, brother? Please control your mouth. You're one of the best in the business, and the fans do like you. And when they turned you heel again, that was terrible. Okay. Anyway, back to some of the other stuff. The Young Bucks kept their tag team belts over BCC, which was Claudio and Will, and Claudio and the other guy. Not Will Ospreay, but, Willer Yuta. There you go. All right. And then Will Ospreay defeated Pac by pinfall for the AEW International Championship. Chicago Street Fight had Chris Statlander beat Willow Nightingale. There was an AEW Continental Classic Championship as Okada defeated Briscoe, Cassidy, and Tashiki. Cassidy, come on, really? So what's wrong with you, Tony Khan? It's boring. Mercedes Moné, the former Sasha Banks, is TBS champion. Not even world titles are on women world titles. CBS champion. She defeats Shida. And the AEW world title as Bryan Danielson defeated Jack Perry. Out comes the Patriarch with Christian Cage. He's got a case like he's going to cash in. Huh. I wonder where they get that idea from. Money in the Bank. And then the BBC come out to protect, and then they get in the ring, and the BBC end up jumping Moxley, Claudio, and Pac jump. Well, Moxley and Claudio jump Bryan, try to suffocate him, and Willer's being held back by Pac. Oh, yeah. Then a lights out match at Hangman Adam Page defeats Swerve Strickland, and he put a syringe in him. Really? Okay. All right, that's boring stuff that happened in AEW over the weekend. A record-breaking bass has been caught in a Texas lake, guys. Ho-ho! This is a good news story here this morning. I want to drop this in since we're doing a little sports. Texas, where Martin DeLoach is. Thank you, Martin DeLoach, for your sending over something to the RyanORadio Penitentiary Fund over the weekend. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate everything he does. I really do, Martin DeLoach. And if you want to help a brother out, $RyanShelander, RyanShelander. 10 minutes away from the top of the hour. We're still at 65 degrees under sunny skies out there. High near 78 by noon today. Time and temperature is brought to you by Active Pest Control. In Atlanta right now is 67. In Auburn, Opelika, it is 67. And in Lineville, it's 66. So there's a look at your East Alabama, West Georgia time and temperature. Trying to bring up this news story seems to be taking forever. I don't know what's going on with my computer. It just wants to act up. Anyway, a record-breaking bass has been reported caught in a Texas lake. It finally come up after 30 minutes. I want to get this because I know I got a lot of fishermen out there and hunters listening. And I want to give them something exciting to talk about. I turned the house heat on this morning. I love it, Ryan. There you go, the house heat. The weather is starting to cool off a bit. And that's good fishing and hunting weather. Am I right, Patriot, or am I right, Patriot? There you go. In 2003, a record-breaking largemouth was caught by an angler by the name of Leanne Powell in Ohio. The stretch of water is now acknowledged as the best bass lake in the U.S. in a slideshow that they got on MSN. But a new one has been caught in record time in Texas. Wow, this year, even bigger than Leanne's largemouth bass. Check out this on WQEE Key page. Got to talk a little fishing. We got the West Point Lake in one direction and Lake Lanier in the other direction. Also, you can go into Alabama with Lake Martin, and so it is the perfect time to go fishing. Just like I tell people on when I lived in Florida, the perfect time right now is the perfect time to hit the beach. There's not as many tourists there for locals, so there you go. Oh my goodness! Thank you, Patriot. You're right, brother. It is perfect time. Oh yes, man. And people do some ice fishing over in Alaska. I wonder if Terry C, he's going on vacation in Alaska this week, if he's going to do a little ice fishing or if he's just going to do just sightseeing and that's it. I got to get a new gas mask and a cast iron heater for my hunting blind, a.k.a. Jerry Hutt. Jerry Hutt, I love it. Gas mask, not for hunting, though. Oh, I know. It's because you eat too many beans. I'm just kidding. I know what it's for. Oh, Lord. So there you go. See, I got all that out there. Some sports news that I can drop in for you this morning. I think that's about it with high school sports. Guys, a couple of games. We're going to talk about this. The Jets and the 49ers tonight, Monday Night Football. We'll go ahead and do our picks to hit tomorrow with Richard Holdridge in period number 2. Richard and I are going to talk more. Is that a jab? No, sir. No, sir. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying everybody eats beans. And when they eat beans, you know. I usually have to have a gas mask myself because I like to eat butter beans and cornbread. More a jab at being Southern than Spanish, brother. You Southern now, man. We love our beans and cornbread in the South. I know. He said, I know, laugh out loud. I know. Anyway, tonight the 49ers and the Jets. And a couple of games that we'll get into tomorrow and everything include Alabama just totally destroying their team. Of course, I expected Alabama to do that. I told everybody they were going to do that. I'm an Auburn guy, but I know. So after this past weekend, if Auburn doesn't pick it up and start doing better, not only is Georgia going to beat them, Alabama's going to embarrass them in the Iron Bowl. Let's just be honest. I know it's hard for coaches and the coaching staff and coming in with the kids and everything like that. It's the second year under Auburn's head football coach, and I'm waiting until he does something right. Ryan, you guys eat our beans out of 1,000 acres, white, reds, and limas. That's right, brother. We love those beans. That's a meal itself, brother. Dress them out like anyone else. I know, right? No, Randall, you're not going to hear me. As an Auburn fan, you know I'm an Auburn fan, but I always will admit and respect Alabama for what they've done, especially after Nick Saban was there this past weekend. They had the field named after him. Always going to be respectful. So if you got Auburn fans that aren't all around you, they're not true Auburn fans, Randall. True Auburn fans be like, you're right, guys, over there in Alabama. Purple Hull beans, yes, Randall. Southern to the bone. There you go. So, but let's see. Alabama defeated Florida 42-16. Knew that would happen. Tennessee over North Carolina State over the weekend, 51-10. Oklahoma over Houston, 16-12. Florida defeated Samford 48-7. Georgia Tech lost to Syracuse by a few points, 31-28. Texas over Michigan, 31-12. Let's see. Penn State beat Bowling Green, 34-27. Georgia destroyed Tennessee Tech, 48-3. And Notre Dame lost to Northern Illinois, 16-14. And Iowa lost to Iowa State, 20-19. So there you go. That's just something. And I don't want to tell you all Clemson over Appalachian State 66-20, and Auburn lost to California 21-14. Also in the CFL this weekend, you had the Red Blacks beat Toronto 44-27. Blue Bombers over Rough Riders 26-21. BC Lions over Montreal 37-23. There you go. And the Seahawks won over the weekend. Wow, congratulations to them. 26-20 over the Broncos. Richard and I both picked the Seahawks. Oh, did I misread something? I thought I misread something. I hate pinto beans says, you guys eat our beans 1,000 of acres, white, red, and lima. Okay, there you go. Martin, it's super easy, man. Just Google it. Not hard to do. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about there. What did Randall say? Purple hull beans? Whole beans? Purple whole beans? Purple whole beans. Was there something else he wrote? Dress them out like anyone else? Yeah, okay. Oh, dress them out like anyone else. Oh, yeah. He's dressing them up. He's talking about, he's still saying, dress them up, do whatever, go on about your business. They're still going to beat us. That's what I'm seeing. Sorry about that. Which of these hot dog toppings are the best? 33% of you say chili. 17% say bacon, lettuce, and tomato. 17% say coleslaw, and 33% say other. That's the poll question this morning.
Driven by the search for better. But when it comes to hiring, the best way to search for a candidate isn't to search at all. Don't search, match with Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform with over 350 million global monthly visitors, according to Indeed data, and a matching engine that helps you find.
That's the right thing to do, Randall.
Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging so you can connect with candidates faster.
Oh, I got to go unlock the front door because we got guests coming in.
Preferences every day. Indeed's
Or should people coming in for a show?
constantly learning from your preferences, so the more you use it,
I guess Pete is off.
it gets. Join more than 3.5 million businesses worldwide that use Indeed to hire great talent fast. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/BlueWire. Just go to Indeed.com/BlueWire right now and support our show by saying that you heard about Indeed on this podcast. That's Indeed.com/BlueWire. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed.
And here we have travelers in their natural habitat enjoying guaranteed 4-year check-out of 9 hotels and resorts booked through Amex Travel. And they don't even see what's coming at them. We're in. We got the table. Yep, with Resi Priority Notify, they're alerted when hard-to-get reservations open up.
Reservation for 2? Save the best for last.
Thanks to Amex Platinum, the last day vacation brings yet another experience. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/withAmex.
There's more to imagine when you listen. So let your imagination soar with Audible. Audible has audio titles from every genre that will inspire you to imagine new worlds, possibilities, and ways of thinking. As an Audible member, you get to choose one title a month to keep from their entire catalog. Enjoy an exciting reawakening of a beloved classic with the Audible original, David Copperfield by Charles Dickens. Produced by Academy Award-winning director Sam Mendes. Starring Ncuti Gatwa, Helena Bonham Carter, and Theo James. This adaptation breathes new life into a familiar tale.
Pete ain't on. What's wrong with Pete? ABC, good morning to you.
Visit audible.com/imagine.
We got to get on to Pete for not being on. Guess what, guys?
That's audible.com.
In a Pinch and I got to talk today.
500.
Yes, good morning to In a Pinch. You voted chili. There you go.
This is Crimson Tide Today. It's daily update on news sports and it's brought to you by CBNS Bank. Bank anywhere, at any time with CBNS Bank's digital solutions. Managing your finances has never been so easy. Hello, everybody. I'm Roger Hoover. Alabama improved to 2-0 on the season with a 42-16 win against South Florida on Saturday. Here are some post-game thoughts from the head coach of the Crimson Tide, Kalen DeVore.
Peter's in the house. Oh, there he is. He finally came in. Good morning, Ryan, and the Navajo Nation. Good morning to you. Andrew says chili. Andrew likes chili. She likes coleslaw. Sometimes, but she likes chili, cheese, and onions on hers.
There's many things that we look at that are things we got to definitely clean up.
Oh, you were in meetings, Pete. We said, where was Pete? We were looking for you. I sent out the dogs for you, Pete.
Understand that we just keep fighting. Good things can happen in the fourth quarter.
I was like, let's let the dogs out.
CBS Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You can say we know a thing or two.
Gotta say good morning to Pinch, my brother. He's gonna be back.
Financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we're proud to sponsor the University of Alabama Athletics and prouder to take the field or court with you.
WQEE 99.1 FM, The Key, Noonan, Sharpsburg, Franklin, LaGray. Everyone knows the English perfected.
I think everybody loves that chili there. Chili, cheese, and onions. The trifecta, says the Patriot. Voila, voila. Yes, indeed. I'm not an onions guy, so the wife gets to have all the onions.
Amazon presents Winning Moments. Noah, you big summer winner, you. Who, me? You found all your cycling gear on Amazon.
Yes, it is the trifecta. If you drop the onions off and put something else on, I'm good. I'll put chili, cheese, and coleslaw will be my trifecta. I want to try some BLT. My gloves are still wet from Friday. So you got into a fight Friday. Randy's still here, I hope. I got to go back to his morning devotion. Rowan and Emmett are watching. What's up, Rowan? Emmett, what's up? Ro, Emmett. Good morning, Matt. How you doing?
poll conducted by the New York Times and Siena College gives former President Trump a 1-point lead, 48 to 47% over Vice President Harris. The survey noted.
Let's see here.
Margin of error between November 5th.
Make sure I got everything ready.
It also underscores the importance of Tuesday's televised debate.
Get rid of this.
Senator Raphael Warnock is pushing back against Republican Vice Presidential candidate J.D. Vance's comment on last week's school shooting in Georgia.
Get rid of that. Quit my job last day is Sunday. Why are you quitting your job, Matt?
It's not a fact of right. It's a fact of American life. And we Americans have to ask ourselves.
Sauerkraut. Ooh, you like sauerkraut. That's always been a favorite of a lot of people on hot dogs. That's another other. Yeah, it is probably good for that. Actually, it is good for that. Keeps you going like the Energizer Bunny. Sauerkraut for Polish dog sausage. Yes. I'm not much of a sauerkraut guy, but it smells good. We've been on the run. We've been on the big run better. Oh. Matt's private. He's private now. Dun, 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 dun.
Experience the difference at Southern States.
He's on the run. Come on, Matt. You and Connie on the run.
Small fried chicken is back in a brand new location. 31 Jackson Street, Sweet here in Newton. Same great taste, the best chicken around. Fish dinners, open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street.
Oh, you moved to Clarksville. I thought you said you were on the run. Dun, 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 dun. They're on the run. They're running. I'm just kidding. Did you hear about the South Park getting pushed back next year? I did hear about it. I'll ask our professional tomorrow. Kabosh. Kabosh. Yeah. I just want the regular sausage. I think the sausage makes better hot dogs than anything. German sausage is good. I think regular Polish sausage makes better hot dogs than anything. The regular hot dogs out there, I don't want to tell you what's all in them. Oh, really, Randall?
Services as a counselor. Contact me if you need my services at my website www.flourish2.org, or you can reach me at my number.
I used to forget most of it now. I used it to forget most of it.
In-person and online services are available.
Some newspapers serving Lafayette and Chambers County, Alabama.
Oh, you're talking about I can speak German. Okay. I see you talking to each other. I didn't know.
Locally owned and operated. Sun News can be found in your local businesses throughout the area. The best advertising rates. Start your subscription today and eat
Regular hot dogs are, but you have to eat them sometimes because they're $2. Cheapest food out there. But like I said, I feel like you get a good Polish sausage, fry it up, throw it on a hot dog bun, put some mustard, put some cheese and all that stuff on there. Oh man, it's good. What's up, Pepper? Good morning to you. Rowan and Emmett, are you still watching? Pay attention. We're getting ready to go live. Easy Money, what's up? How you doing, brother? Pepper's on with us. Easy Money's on with us. Here we go. That's what it looks like. Just fine and kicking it with you, Ryan. Thank you, Easy Money. Yes, can we have quiet on the set now? Can we? Because the RyanORadio Penitentiary is... You got that right. It's awesome, Ms. Yeah, good morning to you. Good evening, good afternoon, and good night. 78,000 plus of you worldwide on that shoutcast, shout it out loud. We're across that RyanORadio media page, Earth Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, the Navajo Nation, 25 radio stations and internet radio stations there. We're across the RyanORadio media page that sits us out there on 25 different platforms, streaming platforms, including iHeart and Amazon Prime. We're across the British Columbia Isles of Canada, and finally 99.1 FM in Atlanta, the home of inspirational talk, Southern sports, and real news. It's RyanORadio Penitentiary Live on 99.1 FM, WQEE the Key. Good morning to you, good evening to you, good afternoon, and if I don't see you again, a very, very good night. Which of these hot dog toppings are the best? Chili, 38% of the votes. BLT, yeah, there are those. 21% of the votes. Coleslaw, 17% of the votes. Or any other getting 25% of the votes. A little cheese, a little chili, a little coleslaw. Some of you want onions. Ugh. But hey, whatever. Or some of you just say, give me regular hot dogs like the kids out there like, hot dogs with ketchup. That's it. Or D-dogs, as one of my grandsons used to say when he was little. 64 degrees, ladies and gentlemen. Strong gusty winds are beginning at 11 a.m. today in the Atlanta area, metro Atlanta area. 64 in Atlanta as well, all the way up into, or noon, I should say 65 in Atlanta, 66 in Auburn, Opelika, and 67 in Montgomery, Alabama. Good morning. Bringing in Martin as well has been with us. Pepper, good morning to you. Sweet, Easy Money in the house. Matt in Tennessee's with us. Pete in Noonan's with us. Randall's been with us all morning long. He's always got a funny one for me. Thank you, my Alabama fan there. Also, ABC is with us from Russia, the 19-year-old young man. Andrew Polanis is on with us along with Rowan and Emmett. Little ones in the house. There you go. Good morning. You don't like ketchup on your hot dog, Martin? Well, onions are illegal because when I run for president, I'm going to make them illegal, guys. That's going to be what I do. Ryan found a band that you need to check out, Shadow Train. I'll check them out. Pepper says, I like my hot dogs loaded. Extra onions, please. Ugh. I guess none of you guys really want to kiss your significant others there. Load them onions up right there. See, that's how the ladies used to keep guys back. See, what the problem is, this is how the boomer ladies used to keep the men in check. Their moms would say, when you go out and order a hamburger or hot dog with tons of onions on it. He's not going to want to kiss you. Am I right, Pepper? No, I'm just kidding. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. Yeah, Patriot says he's not a big fan of ketchup. So you dip your French fries, what, in gravy or in ranch dressing? I got a buddy that dipped his French fries in gravy. Sweet Leaf, good morning. Ooh, Sweet Leaf says good morning to you. No onions for me. Pete, I'm Matt. You're a great guy. You and I get along well. Sweet Leaf says good morning, as well as Sue, Tim, Bob, and Rodney Kane on the Navajo Nation. Alice, Michael, David, Todd, and Todd's a brand new one on there, as well as Alice in the Canada area, British Columbia, allies of Canada. We'll say good morning to Robert in Australia, or good afternoon to him. Also, good afternoon to Diana in South Wales. So there you go. Kiko in Japan, konnichiwa. Petra says, I don't mind onion kisses, but pecks on me. Paper says, yes. That's what your mama told you. See, order more onions to keep the man off of you. And chewing gum didn't work too well back then. You had to chew a lot of it. His French fries are good and greens are what? Are good and greens goodness and what? Goodness? What? I think your text is not doing well there, Matt. Deep fried in ketchup, says Patriot, but I like salt and vinegar depending on the fry. Usually I just have salt on it. Oh, okay. That sounds good. Gross on ketchup as well. Well, kids like ketchup. So I've always been a mustard guy on my hot dogs most of my life. And then I just started adding, as I got older, chili and coleslaw and stuff like that, and cheese. French fries with mayo. There you go. They offer that too. Some people like French fries with mayo. They like them with ranch dressing. Some of them like it with barbecue sauce. Some of them like it with gravy. And you don't say gross because you put gravy on your mashed potatoes. Think about it. Everybody's like, what are you talking about, Ryan? We're talking about the poll question. Which of these hot dog toppings are the best? Chili has got 38% of the votes. BLT has got 21% of the votes. Coleslaw's got 17% of the votes, and other has 25% of the votes. Oh, okay. I see. You say it's the name of, is it a dressing? All right. I get it. Ooh. Anyway, depends on the onion breath. Eat a Walla Walla sweet like an apple, right? Oh, okay. Walla 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 Walla. Any red sauce, I can't eat. Pete, don't eat that red sauce then if you can. She'll make a good pumpkin cake though. You say, Martin says mayo sounds bad on fries. Some people like it. Some people mix their mayo with their ketchup. I mean, it's just, everybody have a different way of dipping their fries. Dipping those fries in the, you know, sometimes some of them, they dip them in their Frosties, you know, like in that song, like an Applebee's song. I did like mayo on the burger though. I was surprised. I used to was just a mustard guy on my burgers, period. Mustard, and I throw tomatoes and lettuce and stuff and cheese on my cheeseburgers and stuff. Homemade now. We're talking about homemade. And I used to just be a mustard guy, you know, but then I started eating mayo and mustard on it. Never was a ketchup guy on burgers or hot dogs or anything like that. I'm a ketchup guy when it comes to dipping the fries, but other than that, no. Don't like it on my burgers or anything. Nothing wrong with it, except some people do. I'm not going to throw a hamburger away if there's ketchup on it, but just never been my dish. Chili on there, and then I do BLT on there. Then I do egg every once in a while. Fry you up an egg and throw it on. Oh, I got to get to Red Robin's. Thinking about Red Robin. Oh my goodness. The real white stuff, people. Ever seen the movie Undercover Brother? Not a PC, but funny as you know what. In need of the hot sauce. In need of the hot sauce, watch it if you put mayo on my fries. I know that. I've heard that movie, know that movie. I was driving, so I cannot proofread before sending message. No problem, brother. Mayo chop says ABC. Oh, something like that. I've never heard of that. Is that pork chop with mayo on it? Yes, I saw a commercial where a girl was dipping her Wendy's fries in a Frosty. I thought the things they out on TV now. Oh, I thought the things they have out on TV now is what you're saying. It says, I thought the things they out on TV now, or they have out on TV. Okay. We got to put have in there. Oh, mayo chop is mayonnaise and ketchup. Okay, all right. That's what they call it, mayo chop. Okay, cool. They sometimes put it together and sell it in places. No problem, Pepper. I just didn't need to put my glasses on thinking I was needing to read it. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. We left the word out. So it wasn't me that time. Yum. So, yeah, dipping their, the things that they do, these commercials. I'm surprised they didn't have that song going in the background. What is that song? She's dipping her diet. He's got her. He's taking her out to Applebee's. And then when he had that singer come in and sing with him, he did a new version of it where she was talking about take her to the Waffle House. Dipping your fries in Frosties. I tried it. Milkshake is good with dipped fries. Mayo and ketchup. That's a Thousand Island dressing, says the baker. All this hot dog talk and my biscuits and gravies with scrambled eggs on top won't be the same this morning, says Rat. Just trying to keep everybody hungry. My job is to keep you hungry. That's my job, keep you hungry. Keep you hungry. All right, let's jump into some news headlines for you. Some of them you can read for yourself and everything. One includes an armed and dangerous man on the run in Kentucky, sought after 5 hurt in a shooting at I-75. Ukraine drones strike again, igniting a Russian fuel tanks and fire. A Filipino mega church founder and fugitive from U.S. authorities, his name is Apollo Cuelebalo, has been arrested. The Asian nation Secretary of International said on Sunday. The secretary announced on Facebook the picture of the detained mega pastor. Really? Wow. Also, Nicole Kidman announced Saturday that her mother, Janelle Ann Kidman, has passed away at age 84. There's no cause of death being disclosed at this time. Russia launched 67 drones at various targets in the Ukraine on Saturday. Ukraine officials said on Saturday that they destroyed 58 of them, while some of them were flying over some of their resources. The IDF pulled out of the occupied area of the West Banks and the Palestinian refugee camp early Wednesday last week, following an anti-terrorist operation as one of the largest ones in the past 2 decades. Those are some of the headline news for you. 3 Israel border guards were shot dead by a truck driver that was coming across the border there between Jordan and the occupied area of West Banks over the weekend. The IDF described the shooting as a terror attack and is investigating whether the truck was rigged with explosives. Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said this was a terroristic murder to the guards. That is some of the headlines for you. You can read for yourself and this, that, and the other. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. We got a few things we're going to jump into here seriously in a moment. One is 2 Utah students showed up wearing blackface at a football game on Friday. We'll talk about that. CDP, what's up? Welcome into the show. And we'll have a couple of news stories that are kind of fun this morning out of California. One of them is a black bear, of course. Always the black bears doing their thing. And another is half a house. They had a tree fall through it. It was $1 million home. They had a tree fall through it, ladies and gentlemen. Guess what? Now they're selling that half of that house, the other half of that house that's not damaged, for $500,000. Woo! I'll be the agent on that one. Okay. I'm only going to get half of what I'm selling this house for now. It's been on the market too long. All right, CDP says good morning to everybody. Football last night was awful. It's been awful the first weekend. It was. Which one of your teams lost? Auburn lost, and then yesterday the Falcons lost. And then John Moxley and Claudio, that's Dean Ambrose and Cesaro, and then Pac used to be in the WWE, are all together attacking Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson. Oh, no, I can't believe they did that. Oh, the Browns. I'm never going to pick them to win anytime. Sorry, bro. Yeah, the Browns. There you go. I see that. They're always, the Browns are always. Heck, even my Falcons are probably going to beat the Browns. Sorry, brother. Sorry, CDP. Anyway, there you go. Told you the Bears are going to beat the Titans. I got 8 of the games out of the NFL games yesterday and the picks to hit. Richard's got 9 so far, and we got one more game tonight between the 49ers and the Jets, and we both picked the 49ers. So this game could go. We could be 8. We could actually be 8-9 tomorrow, or we could be 9-10 with the wins and the rest of the losses. We'll have to get all that averaged out for you. Wins, losses, and ties and everything as we do picks to hit with Richard Holderidge, our sports analyst, tomorrow morning on the show. So there you go. Get that voting, those voting questions. Which of these hot dog toppings are the best? Chili, BLT, coleslaw, or other? Please vote there and send it out, subscribe, and share. 26 minutes past the hour. Ladies and gentlemen, 49ers over the Jets. I say that too. I give them all the credibility because I know they will. Big Monday night football game tonight. WWE Raw is back tonight. Who's going to do what, when, and where? Who's going to be challenging world champion? I think Sami Zayn wants that title from Gunther. And we'll get you more WWE news going into tomorrow as well. We gave you the AEW preview review from over the weekend when they're all out. Also, later on this morning in the second period, you and I are going to, the final few minutes of the second period, we're going to be hearing about Coach Saban's dedication this past weekend in Alabama and the new Nick Saban Stadium now. Besides that, I'll get you previews for this week's Bold and the Beautiful and Young and the Restless, your soap opera preview. Pete says all the above is what he's going to pick. What's up in a pinch? How you doing, brother? Proper hot dog comes with mustard. I love mustard. Onions, relish. I forgot all about relish. Dill pickle, tomato, peppers, and poppy seed bun. Leave the onions off. That is a perfect hot dog right there. Randall says, hey, in a pinch, forget the sliced cucumbers. No ketchup. That's right. No ketchup. See, none of us like ketchup. What's up, brother? How you doing this morning? Perfect hot dog. He's talking about a Chicago style dog. Those are the best dogs. Somebody said that this morning. Chicago dogs. Pete said, what did Pete say? All the above and more, says Pete. Pepper says, yes, she'll throw everything on there. That's like some people like everything on their pizza. Come on. A pizza's a snack. It's not a meal. A Chicago dog is like a Chicago pizza. It's a meal. Okay. Ketchup is for fries, CDP. There you go. That's what I say, brother man. That's exactly what I say. But a lot of people here don't even like ketchup for that. That's fine. Have you heard of people using gravy as a dipping sauce for fries? It makes sense. People put gravy on their mashed potatoes. What about sour cream? You ever dip fries in sour cream? I mean, come on. Use it on a baked potato. Independent said, we love to eat in Chicago. Chicago, a different state from Illinois. That's according to other people that live in Illinois. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying what they said. Back here in a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, it was you that said that earlier. There you go. You get them in Chicago when you see the Bears, whether you like them or not, you see the Cubbies, the White Sox, basketball games, you get them real hot dogs like that. In the South, you go to Atlanta, you got to ask for all the stuff to go on. They're just going to give you hot dogs. You put your own mustard and ketchup on it, kid. Most people don't go to ball games for hot dogs and nachos. They go for a beverage. Cheese and bacon is good on fries too. Yes. You melt that cheese on there. Oh, yeah, Patriot. Oh, yeah. Sour cream, yeah, just not mayo. Yeah, gravy all day, says CDP. There you go. I only bring that up because I know what it goes with other things, and why wouldn't it make sense to go with fries? I had a buddy of mine that used to.
Southern States Bank. At Southern States Bank, we're not just your bankers, we're your partners.
On the last video, I said, "See you tomorrow." You corrected me, and I said, "Oh yeah, I forgot," but it came out as faggot. I was using Siri. Oh, no problem. When you said "see you tomorrow," yeah, I didn't even notice that. That's all right, brother. That's all right. Captain Hot Buns. Cheese and bacon are pretty much good on anything in a pinch, says I agree. My wife got me dipping fries in chocolate milkshakes. No, that's fine. That's fine. People do the Wendy's thing too. That's what people do. Yeah, no. If your wife got you doing it, wives are right. Sorry. Nobody judge it. Autocorrect got you. Yep, that's it. Autocorrect. That damn autocorrect, Patriot. Share Bear, what's up, sister? How you doing this morning? The salt and the chocolate works together. I know it gives it's a good taste. People do it all the time. I mean, I just think you're gross if you like onions. I'm sorry. Gonna start an argument now. He don't like onions? It's like I said earlier, Pepper, the girls in her generation ate all the onions because their mom's like, I don't want that boy kissing you. So put as much onions on your hamburger as you can. Double it up if you have to. Sounds like dipping fries in a Frosty or a shake would send you to the bathroom. Well, there's a song about that, isn't it? What is the name of that song? Everybody does that little dance. I do like garlic on garlic bread and stuff like that. I throw a little in my spaghetti. I do like garlic, Patriot. I have put peanuts in my Coke in a pinch. ABC's like, I think, this is you Americans. I know we're crazy, right? ABC. Yes, that's grandparents taught us how to drop peanuts in there. Oh, now I want some peanuts in a soda.
WQEE 99.1 FM, Noonan, Georgia.
Come on now. Lizard people are not real there, Pete. You trying to say something about me, Pete? Randall, what's up? In a Pinch is with us this morning. Captain Hot Buns, as well as our wonderful friend Cher from Iowa. That's right. Randall said, I'll just kiss her 10 inches below her. Okay. But Randall, that's what parents didn't understand back then. She did everything she could to keep her from getting pregnant. Randall's one of them guys like, I tell you what, I don't have to kiss your mouth, girl. There you go, guys. We're talking about hot dogs this morning. Everybody's coming up with Chicago dogs. They're coming up with different things to go on it, dipping their fries and Frosties and chocolate and everything. Pedro says, I grill lizards. It's good with barbecue sauce. I hear grilled lizards is good with barbecue sauce. I hear they're good with any kind of sauce. Throw some hot sauce on them. Oh, yeah. Which of these hot dog toppings are the best? 34% of you saying chili. BLT is in there for 16%. Coleslaw, 19%. And any others, 31%. Oh, I'm sorry. It's all good in a pinch. It's all good, brother. It's all water under the bridge. We love you, brother. We love you. We're glad you're back. It's all under the bridge. Water under the bridge. There used to be a song called that, right? Buck Rogers eating lizard burgers. What about hot lizards? Hey, they can put hot sauce on it. ABC says, no, you missed the conversation, Ryan. We were talking about how I got food poisoning yesterday and asked if I'm better. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know. Well, I'm sorry to hear you got food poisoning yesterday, ABC. My friend, I hope you are going to do better. We'll pray for you over you. Jesus Christ, we pray over this young man that he gets to feeling better. Food poisoning is not a fun thing. It's not a fun thing at all, God, in Jesus' name, amen. I know ABC don't care if I pray over you. Oh, Lord. We all have a bad day. Don't worry about it, says EDP. That's right. We all do. We all do. We're all humans. Unlike the robotic people on television, we can't get mad. We're humans. We can have different opinions as humans. Definitely so. Thank you for praying over our young man. Uh-oh. Thank you guys for praying over him. He definitely needs it because he's got that. Guys, every other day it seems like we're talking about a bear in California going to somebody's residence, right? This is becoming I don't believe that it's going to be the planet of the apes. What's up, Daniel? How you doing? Missouri in the house. They won over the weekend too, I think, in the SEC. It's becoming too normal. And we can't call Planet of the Apes anymore. We got to call Planet of the Bears. That's right. Cocaine bears, from cocaine bears to three-legged bears drinking beer. They just like these damn humans. They're crazy. Hey, boo-boo, these humans are crazy. I'm going to go get their alcoholic beverages and you're going to take some of their cocaine. These people are crazy. No, I don't think eating, Patriot says, so would be eating lizard people be considered being a cannibalistic? Nah. Not if you put hot sauce and barbecue sauce on it. The Lord will flow through the water from the under the bridge out of your heart to bless others. There you go, brother. Amen. Uh-oh, Daniel, you're going to start something. He said, why don't you have ketchup on there? Ketchup on it. Well, ketchup is the other. And so many people on there hate ketchup on their hot dogs. Daniel, you're about to start something up. They're like, Daniel likes ketchup on his hot dogs. Uh-oh, we're going to have an argument now. I'm just kidding. With hot sauce is okay. Yeah, you're right, Patriots. You only need ketchup if you're behind. You only need ketchup if you're behind. Well, I like it with my French fries. Sometimes it's determined. Kids love hot dogs with that on there. Sheriff says, as far as hot dogs go, I like chili cheese dogs or Chicago dogs. There you go. Another Chicago dog here in his house. Danny says, good morning, inmates. Independent says, I like pineapple on pizza. There's nothing wrong with that. I've had it on pizza before. It's not my first preference, but I'll eat it. As long as there's no onions on anything, I'll eat it. CDP says, I drink Frank's hot sauce like water. You got to put that blank on everything. You got to put that beep on everything. Frank's hot sauce. You got to put that beep on everything. I got to try the Chicago dough y'all been talking about. You got to get to Chicago for it, bro, Patriot. It's good. Danny said, it's un-American not to like ketchup. There you go. Hey, Daniel's a pretty big guy, you guys. Pretty tough guy. If he says it, he's right. Oh, man. No. I said ketchup on hot dogs is like pineapple on pizza. Oh, okay. That's right. You don't like the pineapple on pizza. It says basically what N. Pinch is saying, ketchup on hot dogs like pineapple on pizza. It just doesn't go good. Tabasco's the only sauce in my house, says Randall. Ooh, I bet it hurts at times when you have to go to the restroom. Randall. Good morning, BK on the air. My brother from another radio mother. Texas Pete is better, says Pepper. Yeah, but I like that Frank's hot sauce because you can put that beep on everything. Daniel says pineapples have no business near pizza. Now, upside down cake's a different story, right? God, I'm getting you guys hungry. 20 minutes away from the top of the hour. 64 degrees here in the metro Atlanta area of Noonan. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, and gooey things at all. Tomorrow morning on the show, we're going to have Richard Holdridge to be in period number. Also, Shane B and I are going to talk about Beetlejuice tomorrow, the movie that took everybody's heart over the weekend. We'll tell you if it took the number one spot with him. On Wednesday is my 9/11 show. Also, we've got Sally Toole joining us for a travel around the states, histories and mysteries there. On Thursday, Elizabeth Sorrells joins us. She and I are going to talk about another unsolved homicide in small town USA. The author of The Birthday Bash, a book about her brother's unsolved homicide, will join us on Thursday morning. That's some of the cool stuff we got going on this week. Cher Barrier says, sweet baby Ray's hot sauce. Ooh, everybody's giving me some hot sauce ideas. I love some hot sauce. I like to take it, sometimes throw it on my pizza. I like to say sometimes dip my pizza in it. Sorry, guys. That's probably wrong, but I like to dip it in there. Sometimes I like to put it on pork chops. My wife likes to mix it in with her A1 sauce when she's got her steak. And I really like the Frank's hot sauce because you can put that blank on everything. Not just a commercial, but I love it. Pineapple Pepper says, I do not like cooked pineapple either. My mom would put it on her ham, and I thought it was nasty. Yep, they used to do that, didn't they? Put a pineapple on the ham. Yeah, but you got to think in that day and time, they thought fruit cake was good. You know, the stuff that you can use as a doorstop? Uh-oh, I'm already going to get somebody who's going to get here and go, wait a minute, Ryan, I like fruit cake. That's why I married my wife. Or that's why I married my husband. You're watching Beetlejuice Day. There you go. Love Hawaiian pizza, says Cher. Ham and pineapple, says Pete. Pepper says, I put hot sauce on a lot of things too. Well, you know, that's just my background. Fruit cake nasty, says Pepper. Oh, yes. So you got to think. That's why, you know, back in the day, fruit cake. That movie was hilarious. We saw it Friday. I'm going to see it this week sometime. That's what we're planning on doing. We were going to see it Friday too, but just things came up. The Patriot says, cooked pineapple goes best with what? It's pork and pineapple and chipotle. Oh, okay. It's called It's called Alpat. Is it called AI? I'm just kidding. It's not AI. Al Pastor. Order it next time you have Mexican. Al Pastor. I'm going to order that next time. Cooked pineapple. We only have one real Mexican restaurant around that serves real Mexican food here. Patriot. So I have to go to them. I smoked some thick ham, says Daniel. Thick ham slices with pineapples stacked between each slice. It was fire. Fire. Pete says he likes fruit cake. I'm not going to. That's why you married H.T. Reese. I'm just picking. Good thing she's not on. You made Ryan grab his glasses. No. The Patriot always made me grab my glasses. He always writes something long that I got to, the short stuff like LOL I can see there. But when they write long messages, I got to put my glasses on. What's up? Bye-bye. Also, you read last message a bit wrong. What was it? Your message? What is your wrong message? It depends. Says I was afraid that we're going woke, the sequel, but they went the whole opposite direction. It was great. Oh, and the Beetlejuice? Yeah. ABC says the ending was kind of awkward. There you go. I love food, but food loves me more. Now I'm over 40. You got that belly fat. And Ben said, "Oh yeah, pineapple ham make me think of Christmas." Here we go. It's looking a lot like Christmas. Mexican restaurants and taco trucks are popping up here. Like photo mats were in the 70s, says Randall. Ryan, keep them on. Embrace your inner nerd. What's up? Embrace your inner nerd. I like that idea though, Randall. That's real Mexican food though. Don't forget to hit the like button. Everyone, brothers and sisters, says CDP. Don't gain weight. I stay 165, says Martin. Ooh, perfect. All right, we're going to take another break. We'll get a few more newsworthy notes in for you. Got a couple of things to talk about this morning. And we're going to get ready for another week. And then I just want to let everybody know that coming up on Wednesday, I'm going to be doing my 9/11 tribute show. I did it every year since I've been on the radio, and I continue to do it. We'll be back in a moment. These guys are making me laugh. We're going to take a break. We're going to talk about, after the break, a California man is stunned by another black bear. And half a house is for sale in California for $500,000. Back in a moment. Thank you. I appreciate that. He's going to be projected to be, the first trillionaire by the end of 2026. Wow. Oh, Trace Atkins. That's a lot of money there, CDP. For one jabroni. Trace Atkins, you saw him last night. That's a pretty good artist. Pretty cool cat. No problem. Thank you, ABC. They're all going to be jealous now, Cher. Cher, that's all Cher does. Kids, does her grandma thing and her great-grandma thing, and then goes out and rocks out to rock and country classics. Am I right or am I right, Cher? Cher be like, you right, brother. That's what I do. You hit 200 one time, Martin, you felt like a whale? You had a whale of a time, though. He's always good. Saudi princes are already trillionaires. They just don't publish their net worth for the world to see. It's unbelievable how much money is out there. It is unbelievable how much money is out there in a pinch. It really is. Those Saudi princes, those Saudi princes. They're princesses too, aren't they? I'm just kidding. In this day and time, they are, right? I'm just kidding. Better not get into that. I told you I wasn't going to disagree with Daniel. He said, I stay around 220. I told you. And that's all muscle right there, guys. Trace Atkins, did he do the honky tonk badonkey donk song? Share. Did everybody start dancing? Honky tonk badonkey donk.
And check out their selection of health boosting options. Stay cool, stay refreshed, stay healthy with Water Tree in
You're tall for Spanish, though. There you go. 5'8", 5'7". Now with, oh. Anybody, anybody can be anything now, can't they? I'm gonna be a salty prince, guys. I'm a trillionaire now. Yes, I'm gonna tell the bill collectors that I'm a trillionaire and I don't have to pay my bills. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. We're having a good Monday morning. We appreciate you, Major News Monday. We'll get more news for you. Cher told us she went to see Trace Atkins this weekend. And my question is, did everybody dance to Badonky Donk? Yeah, he did that song. Love that song. Honky Tonk, Badonky Donk. Watch her as she walks away. Left, right. Oh, fellas, here she comes to the stage. Guys don't know that song. You better know that song. That's a popular song. It's almost like saying, I don't know Sweet Home Alabama by Skinner when you say you don't know Honky Tonk Badonky Donk by Trace Atkins. Come on. That's cool. You got to see him. He always puts on a good show. You know, the cool thing about him is I think he still has the same wife he had when he got married, when he got discovered. That's the cool thing I think about Trace Atkins is he's always been a dedicated guy. That's why I always liked him. Is that his music? Well, see, you got people like Willie Nelson and Merle Haggard. That's great for doing other things, Sweet Leaf things. Sweet Leaf says, I know what you're talking about. Most played song in this day, said Cher. Yep. Yeah. I know he also did Hey Batter 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 where he was in everything. I don't think that dude never had a bad song. And then he the one that also did Every Light in the House is On. I don't think Trace Atkins ever did a bad song. Rock and roll for both Randall. My lunch break is over. CDP says in 4 minutes. Great chatting with you all. I'm still will be listening on the earphones. Stay awesome, everybody. You stay awesome too, CDP. Thank you for being with us. All right, let's go ahead and do this one right quick for you. A California man videoed a large black bear getting the last of the summer heat. He was like, hey, boo-boo, I'm hot. Hey, boo-boo, I'm hot. Well, he dips into a kiddie pool. According to the owner, the bear is a frequent visitor to their backyard. Hey, boo-boo, we're going to go over to Randall's house and hang out. Well, actually, if he went over to Randall's house, he'd be hanging on the head would be hanging on Randall's wall. Oh, wait a minute, wrong person. And I wasn't even going to put Pager's name in there because I know it would be. So there you go. Hey, boo-boo. There you go. Just in the headlines from Daily Wire, they say that Kamala Harris is losing momentum in the new polls. I know you eat bear. Yeah, there you go. Cher said he did a tribute to Toby Keith, too. Good. You know they were friends because they came up about near the same time. They came up about near the same time. I'm glad he did a tribute to him. That's somebody else that didn't have a bad song was Toby Keith. There you go. A lot of popular radio played country music these days is generated by a machine. Yep. And a songwriter and designate. Put this on. Generated by a machine. Yep, they're all doing that. Not many true artists out there anymore. You're right about that. You're right. you're right. The songwriters by design, the AI generators, it's all. I was talking to a producer the other day. He said that when they don't pay, that it's easier to go and get all these songs downloaded and write them out and have people already play them. And you take these and you can pluck and play them and play and play and play and click and play and click and play. Yeah, and click and play. We're going to talk about that debate, but I personally don't want them to be arguing. I want them to act right, because as an independent, they both got to try to get my vote. But anyway, I'm going back to Randall. Randall's right. I talked to someone about this, Randall. He said that, paying studio often anymore, live playing is one thing, but studio musicians are different. So those that play live might have more opportunities than studio musicians anymore, when you can take all this pre-recorded stuff and put an album together and then let a singer go in and sing. And most of them are auto tune. So I agree with you 110%, Randall. That's 110%. Patriot says, off to work, y'all. Maybe I'll be back before the end. If not, may God bless you and keep every one of you. Keep everyone and love you all. God, guns, guns. Elvis was a performer. Elvis was a performer or a singer. He never wrote a song. That's right. He never wrote a song. All right, let's see what we got going on here. It's time to go to the top of the hour. I hear the bell ringing. Hear the bell ringing. Sound like Johnny Cash. I miss the good old days of playing live. Back in a moment. No, Randall, bluegrass in a pinch is okay. I like bluegrass. Some bluegrass, you play it really fast. There's a bluegrass band that does all rock and roll covers, heavy metal covers, AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, Metallica, and they can. It's so great. Barton said he loves bluegrass. It all does sound the same, Randall. You're right, brother. And I was talking to somebody Friday that was I'm being honest with you. He's a producer and he's a musician. He plays guitar, he plays piano, he plays bass. And he's going to go in, he's going to record a bunch of stuff that he can put online to sell to other producers. But he's also a producer, and he said he's one of the few producers who know how to play instruments. And he said it's easier nowadays, rather than setting up a time and paying all these studio musicians to come and record all this, for them to go and take pre-recorded stuff. So yeah, our music's being destroyed. So if you have a local band out there, whether they're good or bad, go support them in your local area, guys. If it's a dad band and they all look like they should be watching Sunday football and they're not dressed up, but they're out there playing, go support them. Spend a couple of dollars to go see them play a couple of covers, because we don't have that anymore. Go out and watch your people play. Support all the bands you like. Do that, brothers. I'll send you Radio Country. Thank you, brother. Yep, and go find people that are self-promoting. That's all I'm interested in. I'm not interested in this pre-pack. That's why we do mostly news and stuff here and talk and stuff. I'm not interested in the pre-packaged music. I know other people are. I understand. I have no problem with it. But there's just too many good musicians out there that don't get shots because they're real musicians. And now we know that people that are, how you say it, not getting paid to go into the studios anymore is bad. I know you see as many as you can share. It's one from you and your friends. I love it how you guys go out. That's the only way to keep live music. And I'm going to tell you right now, the people you're seeing share from the rockers, that I believe that's the last generation of people that are really going to be good live. Support live music, definitely so. And the good ones that are out there are not going to get supported unless, and that's why I'm trying to do it. I want to support people. as a musician who's been on the road myself, I want to support the people that know how to do it because I want them to be heard. And I'm tired of the people that don't play, or I'm tired of the people sitting around. Because a buddy of mine produced a whole album. He knew how to play, but he didn't even have to pick up an instrument to produce a whole album. Martin says, yep, you can't beat true talented musicians. Nope, you're one too, brother. You're retired, but you're still one. Martin, have you ever thought about like sitting around, because as musicians, you know we got to play. Have you thought of ever sit around talking with younger musicians and helping them with their chord progressions and kind of training them? Because there's abilities to get on the computer and write a lot of your thoughts out so you can get it out there. Musicians never retire. We just rest. You got that right. Everybody's always telling me why I'm not out playing. I'm like, because there's just no professional people out there to play with. And I don't want to be judgmental to the ones that's not up to where I've been, because I want to support them because they're still out there playing. Everything's changed. I know you cut your hand off, but you still can use your mind, still has that music in there, Martin. You can still do chat to text on your computer and write up some musical ideas and teach people online and all that kind of stuff. And it won't be, because you know, as a musician, guys, those that are musicians, it's in it. And this is proven. My therapist that comes on Wednesday here said, gotta go. I need to sleep a bit. See you, Ryan. See you, ABC. Have a good night, buddy. Therapist said that musicians have to play or have to have music around them to do things because it's a part of our brains. We can't just walk away from it. So I'm just trying to come up with some ideas for my brother Martin, because I know he was a bass player. Maybe you can learn piano with one hand, bro. That would be fantastic. Got to come up with some ideas. You have a blessed day too, in a pinch. We appreciate you being with us this morning, brother, man. Talk to you soon. All right, brother, I'll check it out. So I can pull this up.
Family-based culture and lead generation tools. To build a business like that, if you're interested in learning about art, freelancing school, or how to get started, call
Captain Hot Buns. Did I say Captain Hot Buns' name? On the air.
I'm offering my services as a counselor. Contact me if you need my services at my website, www.flourish2.org, or you can reach me at my number 702150116.
Good. That should come up.
We exist to provide recovery support services for individuals and family members who have been impacted by addiction. Our services are no cost, and all our information is available on our website at www.careerforce.org or follow us on Facebook. At the Pest Control Office, the best services and prices to protect your home, offering both monthly and quarterly pest control services. Plus,
About time you got back, Pete. Everybody's been talking about you behind your back. I'm just kidding. That one may not be suitable for airplay. Okay. Thanks for the warning, Brother Randall. Randall's my Roll Tide fan. That's how I'm going to remember. Roll Tide Roll Tide Roll. We're going to say Roll Tide Randall. That's what I'm going to start saying.
Thank you for tuning in to our website. And hope that you'll take the time to look throughout the website, all the different activities that are going on in life of our church.
That's nothing new. Well, actually, I was the one talking mostly about you, Pete. I was like, I don't know what's wrong with that guy. I'm just kidding. I didn't say that. Candy ass country music. There you go. I'm going to listen to that. Oh, yeah. I love that band. You keep sending me their stuff.
Encouraging our individuals here at the church to be the hands and feet of Jesus outside the walls of our congregation. So that's the second pillar. And the third
You hate Mondays? Or you like Garfield? You hate Mondays, Pete? Well, you're on here with us. That should make your Monday a little bit better. H.T. Reese is coming up.
And asking the Holy Spirit to speak to us and through us as we study God's word. So those are the three pillars. And we believe when we do those.
Randall said, Pete says, I'm like him, of course.
That will transform our family, transform our community, and thus make
Garfield just laid around and eat lasagna.
So again, thanks for tuning in. I hope to see you soon.
John worked and paid for him to sit around and eat lasagna. Lazy cat.
You can catch Braves Country on Braves Country HD. Find us on YouTube today. YouTube.com/@Braves Country. You're listening to WQEE 99.1
Going for sound as well. Pitiful. That's all right. Oh, you're hearing a little John Moxley music in the background after Moxley turned on Bryan Danielson over the weekend. Wednesday coming up, there you go. And everything. Pete says he hates Mondays like Garfield is in the feed there. Sheriff said except for holiday Mondays. I hate them all. I don't hate them that much now that all you guys are on. I'd love it to have everybody on here. Everybody is just coming together. It's just making my world better. You guys just don't know how much better you guys around the nation listening to this show makes me feel good. What's up, Zigzag? Make sure that's right. Put my glasses on. That's right. I was right. There you go. Good morning to you. Oh, Lord. Monday's just another day for me, Pete. Laugh out loud, says Martin. Martin, I appreciate you being with us, my brother, my elder statesman, and everything. Sheriff says you had a 50th class reunion on Saturday, and you didn't invite nobody? What's wrong with you? You should have what you should have did, Sheriff, was get you one of these young studs to go with you and go, this is my new boy toy. And that'd have been something to see. Everybody in her class would be like, oh my goodness, Sheriff's got a new boy toy. Oh my goodness. She'd be like, yeah, girlfriend. Oh, wow. All right, guys, let's talk about a couple other things here. We'll get into some headline news. We'll talk about what happened in Utah. We'll get some stuff that's going on there. But first, there's a couple other newsworthy notes for you. The plan for Queen Elizabeth II Memorial will be booked in St. James Park in London beginning today. A software problem that affects the electronic stability of the control system in the Ram 1500 pickup trucks forced them to recall these trucks. 1.2 million models, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. Have been taken back. And you ever thought about $1 million home? Share just laugh out loud, right? I'm telling you, sister, do that. You ever think about $1 million home? What about a $500,000 home? Well, in California, you can. A home that was listed in California for $1 million now is a $500,000. No, it's not because a price is going too high or dropping in real estate or anything like that. It's because half the house was that knocked a tree down through the house and destroyed half the house. Now the house is listed as half as much as what it's worth. We're still going to get $500,000 for this home. Just, brick up those walls right there and put a little sheetrock on it. It'll be all good. Bring in them fellas that are on the not on Travel Channel. What channel was it? On the Home Improvement Channel. Where they went in and they work out there in California, all of them. Or the flip and flop people, bringing them in. If they can still get along. Because now the flip and flop girl that divorced the first husband, Christina, divorced Turk or whatever his name is, who got remarried and he's still with his wife. She's divorcing her second husband. $1 million home in California is a shack. You got that right, Randall. Look, we get shacks in Alabama and Georgia. What do we call them? Hunting places to go stay when you're hunting. And it's free to stay in there. Because some heel man's going to say, sorry, boy, you can stay up in there. It's okay. You don't have to pay me anything. Got to go kill your own food, though. But out in California, yeah, they sell them for $1 million. Epic $1 million shack. Yeah, zigzag it is. Randall's not wrong. In the South, we're like, wait a minute, what? That's $1 million home here. It's called a shack, and we don't charge people to stay in them. We let the homeless stay in there for free. Us Southern people with our nice ways of taking care of each other. What's wrong with you Southern people out there? You open that Bible too much and learn from God. It tells you to love one another. Dadgum Southern people. We'll fuss about the economy and everything, but we still help everybody out. But anyway, yeah, I can't believe they're going to take a house that was a home. It was supposed to be $1 million home. And damage comes to it. They just go ahead and sell the other half of it for $500,000. Really? Who's going to buy that? Oh, wait a minute. I know. That's going to be the summer home for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Taylor will be like, Travis, I got us a little love shack. Trying to sing Love Shack. She's like, stop it, Travis. Don't sing. You sing terrible. Randall says, the only state where mobile homes triple in value once you put them on your property. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hey, well, we know what a home is in the South, though, Randall. We'll get one of them, put it on land, strap it down, buddy, turn it into a home. Have you ever seen people take two mobile homes and put them together and make it look like a home? Boy, redneck engineering. That's just how it is here in the South. Just is. Oh, yeah. Mother-in-law and her husband had their 53rd wedding anniversary yesterday. Well, happy anniversary to your mother-in-law and her husband. Pete, wouldn't that be your mother-in-law and your father-in-law? Wouldn't that be what it would be? Happy anniversary to them, 53 years. Look, Sherry, the main reason I ain't said anything about when you graduated is I'm smart. You put the year in there, but I'm not going to tell everybody. Good morning, Captain Hot Buns and crew. Oh, wow, Pete, that was great, said Pete Pepper. All right, our poll question is still out there. Which of these hot dog toppings are the best? Chili, 37%. BLT, 12%. Coleslaw, 15%. And any other topping is 37%. There you go. I want to do a poll question that made me hungry this morning so that when I couldn't go eat until 12 o'clock, you know? Of Great idea, Ryan. Your fault. That's great. Congratulations to your in-laws, Pete. There you go, for sure, for sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, new details are coming out. This coming up past Friday, both the father and son that are in court for the shooting at the high school in North Georgia. I think the son is going to be probably end up sentenced to go into a mental hospital. The father, you could tell, even in court, he was shamefaced, that he knew that whatever he was saying at home caused his son to act this way, and that he didn't watch him thoroughly and didn't listen to somebody else. So that's all the details I got there. We'll get more details out. I don't want to get into any kind of stuff that everybody else is trying to falsify, anything like that. Forget what they're all falsifying, guys, because they're just trying to make people mad at one another. Well, we just need to keep praying for the families of the lost ones. In Jesus' name, we pray for them this morning. It's hard for them to go through this. School is not the same. They canceled the game on Friday. It happened last Wednesday. We know that these people are unable to get back to school today. If they're back in school, it's going to be a hard place for kids to go. And there's going to be a lot of mental health professionals there. In Jesus' name, we pray for every one of the kids there, the families that were lost, the families that were injured, and the kids that were damaged by this and other people. In Jesus' name, amen. So there we go. His family tree on Pete's side is growing. There you go. It's got a bunch of little doggies for sure. So, also, ladies and gentlemen, a news story that I didn't think would ever happen in 2024. 2 Utah students show up wearing blackface at a football game in a supposed black out game in Utah. The students were in Pine Valley, in a Pine Valley school in Utah, and many people were outraged. Of course they were outraged. Why buy a gun for a kid for Christmas, says Cher. I'll get to that question in a moment. I'm going to answer that. You're right. But it's a Southern thing and everything, but I'll get into it. Many people are talking about what happened on Friday, and the school supposedly sent out a so-called apology to all the students and everything for what happened. Even after these 2 boys won best in show or whatever it was. I guess they were best in show. Those 2 dogs are best in show over there. They won the most school spirit. And then after everybody realized, well, this is not a very bright idea, it wasn't a good idea. Not a very bright idea. I didn't even know that. Of course, if it was the South, they would be saying a lot more about it, right? Just Southern people are always the ones. You don't see any Southern kids running around wearing blackface, do you? And if they did, their parents would whoop their you-know-what. Most of them do. Not all of them are like that guy in Georgia. And your question is, good question there, Cher, was why buy a kid a gun for Christmas? Back in the day, guns for kids for Christmas is before they gave them to you, they would give it to you, unwrap it, and then you would hand it right back to your parents. And your dad would sit there and explain gun safety, and he would take you out and say, this is not a toy. This is not going to be put in your room. This is not for anything except for going hunting or protection or whatever. Don't you point it at somebody unless you're going to do something. It was just all that. But yeah, I think this guy probably thought it was a good idea. And look, he and his wife broke up. The father-son Georgia shooting, he and his wife broke up. And it's probably because of a bunch of conspiracy theory stuff that caused them to have this stuff. Why waste money upgrading your squirrel rifle? I don't know. Some people like that. I don't know. I'm not really going to tell people how they what they should and shouldn't buy. You know what I mean? But it is his responsibility as a father. If he was going to buy it, he probably bought the gun as, hey, me and your mom are on the outs. I'm going to get you this for Christmas. This is what's going to make me look like the cool guy. But the kind of gun he bought him, yeah, I know, the AR-15. Adults should only be having those. I agree with you that adults should only be having those. But it's probably way because him and his wife are on the outs, or ex-wife, I don't know what it is. I don't know anything about their personal life. I don't know what happened. I don't really want to get into their personal view, their life, but something happened. And it's like I see a lot of these chatty men on this local thing. They don't have wives anymore because they're constantly worried about whatever the hell is going on the internet. Thinking it's all coming down and the world's coming down. If these drawings about school shootings, something's wrong with your son. Well, they can't do anything. They can't just go and do anything until something happens. There's laws to protect all that. Can't just go and arrest this kid beforehand or try to get this kid beforehand if he hasn't done anything, even though he's done drawings, even though he needs psychological help, which the father didn't want to get him psychological help. I don't know if it was a part of they tried to warn the school and everything, but it was too late. I don't know if it was a part of him and his ex-wife having so many problems and they're not worried about their kids, because it happens like that. And people have divorces. They're not thinking about kids. They're thinking about how pissed off they're each other instead of being co-parents and doing what they need to do, and then being pissed off at each other when the kids are not around. And whatever he was saying, or however, you could tell by looking at this father Friday in court, him hanging his head in shame. He knew that he should have did more. You could tell he knew that he should have listened to the FBI, that he knew that he should have took the warning signs. You could tell it. Now, I don't feel sorry for him. He does need to be punished somehow. But I do feel bad that if he got all this information off the internet that made him distrust people so much that he wasn't watching his kids, it makes me sick to my stomach. As a person in this business, it makes me sick to my stomach that we constantly have opinionated lies and views out there that are causing people to do things like this. And yeah, 20 years ago, let's blame people for let's blame, what's his name? Let's blame Jim Jones for poisoning people. Let's blame Charles Manson for controlling people's minds. But in this day and time, the media is becoming more of a cult, and the lies on the internet are becoming more of a cult, and everything. He fell on doing his duty. You're right, Cher. And he should be punished for that. But I also feel like if there was people out there not telling these people that everybody's coming after them, that they wouldn't that he would have believed the FBI, and he would have got his son some help, and none of this would have happened. ARs come in many flavors since in the upper. He says, Randall says they come in many flavors, from 22 long rifles to 50 Beowulf. The lower receiver is sometimes that part. The lower receiver is sometimes part. Wow. So, maybe he did have, we don't know that he didn't have that discussion with his son, but we don't know that, amen, Ryan, the lies that people are putting on the internet is dangerous. It is. And, it's hard for me to say this because we know that there's people that are dead and families left that feeling like, hey, something needs to be done. And yes, something needs to be done. And I can't be the only one in the media that tries to be responsible on my show, on the internet, everywhere. I can't do that. I can't sit here and try to be the only one being responsible. There's a lot of other people need to be responsible too. I think if you don't agree politically with somebody, and this is what I'm not talking to you guys, listeners, or anything like that, I'm talking to media people. I don't think you need to pull all the stops out just because you like one candidate over the other and continue to tell lies to these people out here to the point and saying that the FBI is out to get them and everything. And so to the point where this guy didn't believe the FBI when they said, hey, you need to get your son some help. No, I don't need to get my son some help. You're just targeting me. You're just targeting me because of who I am, because of where I live. And that's what That's part of what it is. You could see in the dad's face during his whole time. He wasn't someone that was, I'm proud of what my son did and I'm not responsible. It wasn't like the parents in Pennsylvania that tried to go, well, it's not our fault. It's not our fault. He actually, you could see it in his face and him dropping his head. He knew he was responsible. You're right, Randall. You have to redo the BS. The media preys on the, you're right. You're right. You're right. He does. You're right. The media do prey on these people and not prey in the proper way. But you know what? Everybody, Randall, can't be like you, brother. They can't be like some of the people on this feed that can read, that we can see through all this. Some people are not. And it's not because of their education level or anything to that sort. It's because when you got too much going on in life, then you see something that's got to be true. This person says they believe the same thing I believe. So they got to be telling the truth. And then some of these people utilize our Bible and lie to them. And I'm not talking about preachers or anything like that. I'm talking about some people just utilize the Bible and say, this is what's going on and da-da-da-da-da. We got to get away from the imaginary lies out there. That's what's causing people to act up. Share Bear is back, had a company meeting. Tell them we said hello. You should tell the company meeting it was more important to be on here with us. I'm just kidding. So, and it's the media's responsibility. That's why I don't put anything on the station, on my show, that's going to go or on anywhere throughout the day that's going to cause people to do things they shouldn't do. It's a responsibility. Zigzag says, I got to go now. I need to sleep, so I got to go to school. You have a good night, Zig. Take care, buddy. And this is going to lead into what I'm going to talk about after the break. What are we going to do about this in schools? It's not just a typical everyday thing now. Shouldn't be. We'll talk about that after the break. Back in a moment. Getting a little serious now. I got several 0%ers in the shop. But you're responsible, Randall. That's different. And I don't know if you have kids or not. If you have kids, you're teaching them responsibilities and you're watching them. This guy his father had a down moment. Okay. And he wasn't paying attention. Good morning, Warrior Defenders. He wasn't doing his job as a parent.
Superior Gas Inland Net is your full-service propane dealer serving residential, commercial, agricultural, and recreational propane. They have a full selection of generators, heaters, gas lines, and fireplaces. Don't forget, 752 North William Avenue in Alabama. Open 9 to 5 daily, and their phone number is 334-644-4306.
Banks be your partner. Experience the difference of Southern States Bank. That's Southern States Bank. We're not just
Being a parent is not a job. It's a responsibility.
Southern States Bank. Great service comes naturally. Visit us today. Check us out at Southern States Bank.
You got to make sure your kids are on the
Your community, your bank. Equalizing lender, FDIC, NMLS number 410611.
Are you looking for?
That's true, Warrior Defenders. But it shouldn't be.
Customized training in your own home or wonderful group classes. Check out Rose House on their Facebook page. Rosemary has extensive certification in dog psychology.
It shouldn't be, but you're right.
Certified evaluator and Victoria Stillwell certified training facility. Check out Kitchen House Facebook for more information. Rosemary wants to remind you to adopt, don't shop, save a life at Community Food Shelter.
North Carolina start voting today, says Randall. So isn't saving the planet. I think that people should be responsible for a lot of things. All of a sudden that phone was cut off. See? I'm just kidding. They're not after me. But I agree with you on that. Everybody should be responsible for a lot of things. Bullying is a big issue. We don't know if that's part of what it is. Schools don't do anything about bullying. Well, if they do, then see, they don't have parents like we used to have, guys. If somebody was bullying somebody back in the day and they went to school and their parents found out they were bullying people, what did their parents do? They'd whoop the kid's butt and believe the teacher, of course, like they're supposed to. Today, teachers don't even have an opportunity to be like they used to be. It's all in how you role model in front of your children. Yep. And it's all in how we all role model in front of each other. And the media is a big part of it by lying to people. A lot of it is making them think the FBI is not trustworthy. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. Some of the headlines you need for today. In the world, U.S. activists killed after Israel military fires at a protest in West Bank. Red Lobster's off the hook. Federal judge approves a restructuring plan. iPhone 16 Pro reportedly gets an ultra smooth 4K 120 FPS video recorder. And in sports, Dolphins Tyreek Hill detained by police right before week 1 win marks touchdown with handcuff celebration. What? All that for you, ladies and gentlemen. Call me next time, Teach. That's right. Bullying is a rite of passage, normal growing up pains. We all go through it. The only way out is through it, says Randall. Well, people shouldn't be doing it, but they're going to. Here's a big thing. Like tomorrow night, I've been arguing about since 1970, since 1950. Okay. That's one of the things that's very important is what's going on. What is going on? That's the big thing of what is going on right now in the schools and this, that, and the other. And it's something. I don't want to tune into debate tomorrow night and hear Harris say Trump is shouldn't be back in because he's a mark for, I don't know what, he's terrible for democracy. I don't want to hear him say she's not black. I don't want to hear all that stupid stuff. As an independent, you want me to vote for you. I don't want to sit around and hear a bunch of childish stuff. I want to hear your views on what's going on now. I don't care about abortion issues. Why do we keep changing that back and forth? I don't want to hear about tax cuts for the corporate. Give the corporate tax cut and stop taking it away from them every time somebody else is different in office. Just get over it, okay? I don't want to hear about gun rights. That's going to be a big thing they're going to try to bring up after the shooting. And the shooting had nothing to do with gun rights. It had more to do with media, online social media and television and the liars that are out there getting in people's heads. I bet Miss America still wants world peace. I want to hear about AIs and the new jobs that are going to be available. How we're going to train the future because AI is taking over everything. And it's not because we should be scared of it. It's fine. But how do we utilize it? That's what I want to hear about. I want to hear about this economy. What are they going to do in this economy? Okay. I want to hear their real plans, not copying plans. I want to hear their real plans of what they're going to do. I want to hear how they're going to utilize social media properly and have the rights on there and how that's influenced. That's the most influence on our kids nowadays, not us. Sometimes us in front of us if we're acting a fool, but the most influence is the parents and the social media. How we're going to do all that. I'm sick of doing payroll without racking my own money. There you go, Share Bear. She wants to know how she can do that. I want to know if the pipeline is going to go back up or not, or if we don't have oil. Is that why it's shut down? Or is it shut down because it's a political thing? I want to know real stuff. I don't want to hear the same 5 or 6 things they've been arguing about. I don't want to hear them talking about each other. I don't want to hear them calling names. I want to know what they're really going to do. Because as a person that's going to vote, I want to know what they're going to do with the real issues that are going on now. I want to know about school shootings. No, it's not just taking away people's guns or whatever. I don't want to hear all that. I want to hear what they're going to do about it. Portion of it has to do with how you act at home and how your social media is. What's up, Perry? The platypus is on with us. Hey, lad, how you doing? I'm doing good, brother. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. Like, subscribe, and share. Answer the poll question there this morning if you don't mind. That's what I want to see tomorrow night. Okay, thank you, Chair. Exactly, Ryan. Speaking facts, thank you. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear what we're going to do about it, not what happened and how it happened. We already know what happened and how it happened. We're not dumb. I mean, some of our brothers and sisters out there can be influenced to do some negative things in life just by liars on the internet and on television. But kids get too much information too early and think they're smart. Yeah, they're getting way too much information early, Randall. You're right. But I want to know what they're going to do about this. No, I'm not saying we need to ban social media. No, I'm not saying it, but I do want to know how we're going to utilize it as parents to give us right as parents to go, all right, we're going to block as much stuff on the internet as we can. They can be on the internet, we're going to block it. American schools are like Fortnite battlefield, Platypus says. Where's COVID? Oh, we still got COVID around, Share Bear. It's just that in America, we're just not caring. We're just gonna forget it. We're done with it. If we get it, that's fine. If you take a vaccination, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine. That's the way I think most Americans are thinking right now. So I really do. No computers before 15, Randall. That's a good one, brother. Monkeypox, Share Bear. There you go. Well, I think Tina, what's up? How you doing, Miss Tina? Welcome into the show. Where are you from? Tell us where you're from. You don't have to tell us the exact city, but you tell us what state or country you're from. Let us know. In the feed and go and like, subscribe, and share to the page. And please answer our poll question. So I'm just telling you, that's what I want to see. I want to hear more stuff that we got going on that's relevant and not stuff that is not relevant. Not stuff that they've already passed on stuff. Not stuff that let's go change. I don't need to change things. Let it alone. Let the abortion things alone. Let the gun rights thing alone. Let the tax cut for the companies things alone. I'm tired of hearing about it. That's all they ever want to argue about. And then they want to call each other names. That's not what I want to hear. What I want to hear is all the stuff I just said. What is your opinion on LGBTQ? That's something both of them should have. I don't judge anyone in the name of Jesus Christ. I don't judge anyone because I'm not supposed to judge these people. But, people that have their opinions on it should have their opinions on it. They're not being derogatory. They're pointing out their beliefs and everything. And that's another thing that the internet does. It's dividing people and everything. But I want to know their opinions, and that shouldn't be one of their top opinions. That should be a part of it. But the things I'm more worried about is what are you going to do with social media for parents to be able to control things? How we're going to start not having AI with new jobs. How we're going to start doing that. That's the future. Inflation. How are we going to really do something about that? Because it's not going to go down. So we got to have jobs and giving more money and raises. So we got to get new jobs out here to work with the AI. That's what we want to hear. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear something intelligent. I don't want to hear that this country is going to go to a blank hole if one of the other ones get in office. I don't believe that about either one of them. You don't have to like either one of them. If you're on one side and you don't like the other, that's fine. But I don't believe that the end of the world's coming because one or the other get in. I just want to know if they're really going to do what I want to hear. What some of the good questions. Sorry, Tina. Yes, we're going to pray for you, young lady. In the name of Jesus Christ, we pray over you, young lady, that you are taken care of. We pray for you. You're in a group of people that do care about you. In Jesus' name, amen. The end is getting truly close, Perry the Platypus. I'm not going to disagree with that. It's in the book of Revelations. But like I said, they got to start telling people what we got going on. I can do so much with a clipboard and a calculator than your fancy technology. Share Bear, I know you probably can take numbers and calculate it in your mind, sister. And I believe that. Don't get me wrong. I believe that. But for what you're doing, they need to say, all right, Share Bear, you can do this. We got AI coming in, but we need to retrain you to be able to do things and back up things and this, that, and the other. We got to start thinking about the future. So there you go. And yep, they divide equally. Yep. But that's what I want to see. That's what I want to hear about. I want to hear about what they're going to do about the school shooting. Not just, oh, it's a standard every day of life now. No, it's not. I want to know, I don't want it to be, well, we're going to restrict guns, because in England, they were stabbing people a few weeks ago. My name is Ryan O'Neal, the host of the RyanORadio Penitentiary. You're in lockdown with us, Tina. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Sheriff, for telling her. So I just want to know what we're going to do. That's my question. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? These are the questions I want to know. And if it's all going to be jabs back and forth and making fun and the same 3 or 4 things they've been arguing about, hey, nothing's going to change no matter what. Nothing's going to change no matter what. Perry the Platypus said, yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Oh, I love it. Tina, don't worry about being technically challenged. It's all good. Yeah, I'm in the UK. I'm a victim. Well, if they stab you, you'd be a victim. But I'm just saying that weapons-wise can be used anyway. Share Bear said, my Ryan passed away from brain cancer. Oh, sorry to hear that. They made him suffer for years. Sorry to hear that, sister. Sorry to hear that. Prayers for Share Bear. Yeah, they won't do anything about it, Martin, because you're right. It's just an agenda for them. They don't care whether somebody shoots somebody. But that's the thing. You know, they need to do something, but they're not. UK people were killing Muslims. There you go, Perry. I mean, it's just, there's just so much stuff going on. Oh, so you're 60, Tina. You don't look a day over 25. Conditions was bad because of fake social media news. There you go. There you go. Back in a moment, ladies and gentlemen. We'll close out the show. Hello? Hello?
Takes pride in serving the Union and East Free City communities and supporting Coweta County charities and events. For the fastest local internet, call 770-683-1931. and get up to 100 eggs a speed for $29.99 a month. Watching this price set for the whole year. It's a great value that locals love.
It's scorching hot out there, friends.
You'll be able to learn it, Tina. I'm telling you, sister, you will be able to.
Water Treat in Noon has got you covered with their amazing antioxidant alkaline water. Swing by for quick and easy drive-through.
Your ex-husband set it up years ago.
Their selection of
Yeah, I'm still going to say you don't look a day over 25, so there you go.
six steps they help you.
That's how you stay on the good side of the ladies on here.
Back in a brand new location. 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newton. Same great taste. The best chicken around. Fish dinner.
Many moons ago, says Sheriff Bear.
Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. is Wishbone Fried Chicken, right next door to their former location, bringing you the best chicken around. So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newton.
I am Apostle Deborah Harris, pastor apostle of Kingdom Connected Ministries International at 121 Hillwood Circle, Newnan, Georgia. Presenting Connecting the Kingdom. Connecting kingdom citizens, kingdom businesses, and advancing the kingdom of God. in
Wow.
this hour. Join us each Tuesday at 10 o'clock a.m. with guests who are sharing their faith, business, and ministry.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bruce Boynton. Thanks for joining us here at Health, Happiness, and Harmony. The show in which we talk about things that help you improve your life and help you to get your life back in balance. Our goal here is to provide
That's right.
that's both scientific and
Prolific.
So join us here.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's coming up on Wednesday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope you got one of the greatest shows that's been with us a long time. Health, Happiness, and Harmony with Dr. Lewis Moynton, our therapist. He's our Frazier. There you go. You can tune in and get your thoughts in there. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. We're getting ready to close out this edition on the Monday edition. Good morning to everybody for being with us. We thank you for being with us this morning and everything. All right, we're going to close out the poll question in a moment. There you go. Hell yeah. Give me a hell yeah. Convince you that you can and you will. There you go. Randall, tell me. All right, let's take a look at what's going on this week in soap opera news. This is for Gail and all the other ladies and all the other, there's some gentlemen out there that watch this too. You know you guys do. Or I wouldn't be talking about it. Soap opera preview this week, September 9th through the 13th. Yeah, since tomorrow we'll talk movies. Did Beetlejuice take the #1 spot? We'll tell you tomorrow with our good friend, the one, the only, Shane B. And he'll talk about the brand new Beetlejuice movie. I'm sure he saw it. We'll probably check it out later this week. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have the Picks to Hit tomorrow with our sports analyst, Richard Holdridge. He'll join us in the second period. We'll talk some college football, Auburn dropping, Alabama, Georgia looking good, and we'll give a few little notes from the high school world as well, just to let you guys know. That's going on tomorrow in the Picks to Hit. And we'll get one more game tonight as the Jets take on the 49ers. And I've got 8 of the games right, and he got 9 of the games right. We'll see how after tonight. Or 9 out of the games right. I got 8 out of all the games right. Predictions. All right. So we got that going on tomorrow. Wednesday is my 9/11 show. I'm going to dedicate that to those fallen heroes as well as those who passed away on 9/11. It's our 9/11 show. We'll be doing that on Wednesday. Plus, History and Mysteries, Sally Toole, Family Feud champion, will join us in the final period. And on Thursday, it's going to be True Crime Thursday with Elizabeth Sarles, another unsolved homicide in small town USA. I think she's going to go across the border in Georgia this time. We'll talk about that on Thursday morning. All right, soap opera review this week, September 9th through the 13th. Finn and his mom, Lee, will speak about Bill and Poppy. Will Bill and Poppy be together? Hope and Steffi talk it out. Steffi says, I don't want you to be like your mom. And Luna, is she going to jail or is she going to the crazy house? Yes, I said that out loud, the crazy house. Sorry. I am in Atlanta, Georgia, Tina. Thank you for asking. Got a little southern drawl. Yes, just a little bit. Try to not have it with the radio voice. Anyway, Young and the Restless, Nick goes to the extremes to help Sharon out. Lily is played by Victor. And, of course, Lucy is done with Lucy on there was cleared of the car accident. Billy, Chance talk about Chance's future in his partnership. Sally, Adam, and more this week on Young and the Restless. So there you go. There you go. I thought it was a dream last week when Finn kicked the door in to save Steffi. It's kicking the door in. Dun, 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 pum, 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 pum. There you go. There you go. Time flies when you're having fun, right, with Ryan. There you go. I want your opinion, man. Which opinion is that, Perry? Tina says, I'm in Northeast Florida. Oh, you're Northeast Florida. There you go. Thank you for letting us know. You're in a great state. Love Florida. Except for when you get those storms that come through there. Roughing up the waters and stuff. So what? Thank you, Martin. He said I could listen to Ryan all day. Thank you, Martin. Thank you, sir. Thank you, elder statesman. I'm so proud to have an elder statesman in here too listening to me. I'm glad that I got people from 15 to 70 listening to this show. It makes me feel good. And people with different backgrounds and everything. I love all of you guys. I really do. I appreciate you. This is a true radio show. Thank you, Randall. We call him Roll Tide Randall. He's a Roll Tide fan. And look, I'm not going to even tell you that Auburn's going to beat Alabama this year. It's not going to happen. Even though I'm an Auburn fan, it's not going to happen. Platypus, which college is best in Atlanta? Well, actually, UWG is a great college, local college. LaGrange College is, Point University, some great local colleges. Berry College, Georgia Southern, Georgia State. Georgia itself is great. Georgia Tech, to me, is the top one because that's where the ballers, as they would say, go to, Perry. That's the ballers. That's where the bosses, that's where the men and women go to become the boss and have companies and everything. That is the baller school, Georgia Tech, in my opinion, in Georgia. So there you go. Community colleges are good. It gives somebody an opportunity to have a trade because there's a lot of great people who just don't give a rat's tail about going to school. It's not that they can't do it. It's just they don't care. It's boring. Who wants to keep on doing algebra? Come on. Some people are good with their hands and good and everything. Can you recall the name? Georgia Tech, the Yellow Jackets. You should have, Tina, it's FCC rules. Tina says, hey, what is the cheapest way to see football? Got no antenna TV here. Well, you can actually go online and find something called the TV app if you got internet. It's called the TV app. And it has every single one of those channels you would be paying for. If you got internet, you can connect to your TV. Now you're gonna have to get up and click on your computer or whatever, unless you got a computer that you can do, unless you got one of these fancy computers. But you click that on there. They got every one of the sports from football to hockey to basketball, everything. They got each one of those channels. They got everything from the Food Network to Lifetime Network and all those. Now, local news on there because it's not from them, but hey, there you go. And I'm not telling you to go do it. I'm just saying I know of this. FCC rule, Tina, should have an antenna, right? Well, you can have an antenna. There's more. If you want to get TV, you can have an antenna to get, and you point it in the right direction there in Florida, you might get 50 channels. Yeah, they got A&E on that, Share Bear. They do. TV app. It's on the internet, tvapp.com. TV app. It's going to have all the channels, guy. If you don't want to pay for it, Roku, you're going to pay for it. If you don't want to pay for it, Roku you're going to pay for, and then over there and they're going to ask you to pay for Netflix and this and that and this and that and Hulu and everything. If you're just somebody, Sci-Fi Channel's your favorite, Share Bear's on there, and no antenna here. If you get on there and you find it today, let me know. But I'm not encouraging anybody to do something they shouldn't do wrong. Don't want you coming after me, anybody out there. It's getting a part-time job easy while doing college. Yes, it is. Part-time jobs are easy when you're doing college. You're in the middle of nowhere. If you got internet, you should be able to find this. All digital tune now over the airways. No thing analog anymore. Just try this out, guys. I'm just telling you. You'll be mad that you paid all that money for years for all these channels. All right, guys. We're going to get ready to get out of here. Peace, love, respect. I'm out of here. We'll see you on the flip side. Tomorrow morning is Twisted Tuesday. We got Shane B. And we've got Richard Holdridge tomorrow morning on the show. We'll see you guys. Peace, love, respect. I'm out of here. Until we meet again, you have a wonderful day. There used to be a federal law to have an antenna, but I don't think they do it anymore. TV antenna app. There you go. Back in a moment or back tomorrow morning. Have a great day. Yeah, check it out. It's called TV antenna app. There should be every single channel on there. And I'm not telling you guys to go do it and put it in your feed and keep it in your favorites or anything, because I don't want to get in trouble. But if you don't want to have to pay for all those channels, there's on one of the local channels like the CBS and all that. It's local news out of New York City. But you'll be able to see all the games that you want to see without losing anything. So, but is the winner today on the toppings. So you guys have many other choices. All right, beautiful people. Independence was back. We thank him. Beautiful morning to every one of you. Captain Hot Buns, everybody. Martin, everybody. I appreciate every one of you. Share. Tina joining us new for the first time. Pepper, as well as Share Bear. Everybody's on with us. Mr. Jagger boys, you'll be able to see them on. There's an NFL network on there too. So there you go. You can make an antenna easy. Well, they got them at the store for cheap too. You put them outside. Pete, you have a great day too. Peace, love, respect. See you guys later.